don't really know what feats do.
Well, it helps you walk, silly.
Show me your feet, boys, and free my soul.
So you guys, when you last left off, you escaped the Foundry District, climbed up the wall, went over to the Tinker District, and jumped down and took a long rest. Everybody took a nap at the actual proper time to sleep this time, I may add, because all the other times you guys just woke up. I think you went to bed usually at 4 in the afternoon. That was your average time of going to sleep, and you'd wake up at 2 in the morning. But so now you actually went to bed at a proper time. So the sun's starting to peak. Everybody's asleep. Marge is on guard duty for the last couple hours while you guys finish your nightly rest. And as you're laying there, she comes up and starts kicking you guys. And she goes, "Hey, I hear gunfire."
Douglas.
No, gunfire.
Trying to figure out how to take a long rest.
There's a long rest button, Seth.
I know, but it's not apparent.
Has Tev seen Marge yet? I don't even remember.
Oh, you're on the phone, so I don't know where it's at on there. But there's a little campfire symbol. I think it's the top left, like you click on your profile or something.
The 3 bars or something underneath your profile picture. It should give you a menu, and one of the options is long rest.
I should be seeing that. I remember seeing a long rest button.
Hold on.
Because knowledge is power.
I can find it if I look at it.
And
on
knowledge
here.
is half the battle.
Maybe
it's in conditions.
All I can think is that video.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Do you know what I like more than this Lamborghini in the Hollywood Hills?
I love how
Mike's
powerful
internet.
these magnets are, because my crossbow magnet will reach through the shield, so I can mount stuff to the shield.
A shield-mounted
like it.
crossbow and a spider tank.
Okay,
Unstoppable.
well,
I know.
Yeah,
looks-
It's
just
right
take your
there. You
profile
just hit your
picture.
profile.
Oh, well, that makes perfect sense that it wouldn't be with the rest of the shit.
Why does my crossbow not work?
Guys,
You keep
D&D
blocking
Beyond.
attacks with your shit.
oh, hello, another Empire soldier. Huzzah! What direction is the gunfire coming from?
She's been with you the whole time, so this isn't like you waking up to a person.
I just
saying
don't
no.
remember seeing it.
I know. Cause
She didn't talk last game.
usually she's just in the background there, so assume she's with you unless I specifically say she leaves. Which actually I might have said that. I think her and
No, you did. She ran out with us.
I had a lot going on.
So at one point, that's right. She kept leaving the processing plant to go out and have talks with Velsira, and then eventually Velsira ran off and got murdered, and you guys just let him die. And then you murdered his innocent compatriots that were mind controlled, and then
Well, they shouldn't have been fucking monkeys over.
and now everybody's dead, and you left your father Jeff back in the cave.
Rip Jeff.
Nobody else
Well,
picked
since we
up
have-
on
He
it.
has plenty to eat right now.
He's not really your the bag of devouring is not your father.
Dude, I was really wondering for a minute. I was just like, was that my dad?
Yeah, I need to show you guys the conversation I had with him. I was like, this has been like months ago. I was like, hey,
When I made Vixian.
yeah, I was like, you never gave me a name for your dad, and he said, oh, I haven't thought of it, and I said, his name Jeff, and that's where we left it. And then you guys found the bag of devour, and his name was Jeff, and so
I hadn't thought of my father's name in so goddamn long.
So I screenshot that from the conversation, highlighted that, and sent it to him, and said, hey, did you know your dad's the bag of devouring?
I was just like, oh my god. You have to go back.
How deep does this go?
His spirit is trapped in this bag, and you're feeding your father. And then you left him.
What happened in between the vision from the house and the bag?
Let me tell you something about leatherworking.
Oh, jeez.
Vixian, son of Jeffsian.
No, just Jeff.
Son of Jeff.
It reads like Tim the Enchanter from Monty Python.
Son of Orfleck, the butcher.
So as you guys wake up and come to, Amal, I don't know if Vixian was ever given a headpiece. Do you have an earpiece?
He got one.
The only person
Yeah.
who didn't have one was Tim.
Okay, so everybody You'll probably hear it too because you have an earpiece, and it's just kind of like a blind broadcast because nobody else is going to have earpieces in the Dwarven Empire. So you just hear over the intercom, over your comms, Quack come on, and he goes, "Sirs, come in. Can you hear me? Come in."
What's up, Quack?
Finally! It's been, what, a day? 2 days? I haven't heard from anybody in a while. Is everybody okay?
No,
So
Vixian says.
we lost Glitch.
Where'd he go?
That's a good question. A really good question. So we found a portal, right? You know, like the crystal ones that were on that ship and all that. And he just kind of went through it.
Did anybody go after him?
No,
We was scared.
no, we fucking left him.
Where was this portal located?
Basement.
The basement.
It's. Amal, go ahead.
We need to report this to the Empire.
No.
Well, honestly, is it a bad idea at this point? Well, how can it get worse?
This is Tev with the Storm Legion. Please report this immediately to the Empire. There's a portal in the Foundry District of the Dwarven capital of... This is Falkirk, right? The name of the city?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And you guys destroyed that portal. It's not there anymore.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot about that.
The remnants of a portal.
So are you going to let him know it's destroyed, or you're just going to report where it's at?
The portal has been destroyed. But I have traced the Lord Commander, who's been captured, and he is in the city of Falkirk. You need to let the higher-ups know in the Dominion that he is there.
You'll
I'm
need
gonna.
to give me access to
Hold
report back to the
on.
capital.
Hold on. Quack, can you hold for a minute? I look at Du Bois, and I say, look, I don't know too much about your empire, but what I do know is that are we entirely sure who's on our fucking side here? I know, how could it get worse? I get it. Been doing sarcasm for a long fucking time. But how do we know that this isn't going to make things worse? How do we know what to convey and what not to convey?
Well, we run into a mild problem where it turns out they're opening these portals in the Empire as well. This isn't good.
But did someone not say that there was the Lord Commander's Mechas, like, we don't know what's going on in the capital city right now?
I gave you guys a long info spill last
Okay,
session
you did.
about
So I'm aware of all that then. Okay.
I guess I technically gave it to Amal and no one else. So Amal is aware.
Okay. So when I say, do we know we know if this is a good idea, then Amal would be able to say, this is what we need to do. Okay. So are we sure that we know this is what we want to do?
Marge, what you think?
Marge turns around. What? Sorry, I wasn't listening. There's gunfire going off in the distance.
Do we phone home?
Do we phone home?
I mean, do any of you have a line to the Empire right now?
I don't have.
This Quack?
Quack. From what you guys have mentioned before, was, and which is
We're
how
disconnected.
Amal knew where you guys were. But from what you mentioned, you guys turned that off on him, disabled it. So we would have to get to Quack and turn it back on. Where is Quack right now?
I was
I
going to
think
say,
he's on the ship.
Quack, what's your location?
On the ship where you left me.
Where did we park the car? Quack.
That'd be a week's march back to the
Fuck.
the Gnomish city the mining city, and then like a 2 days march north from there.
Man, I really hope we left enough money for him to keep that thing docked.
So
Is there anyone with Quack who might be able to work on him?
There was... I don't remember who's in the ship. There was someone in the
Bruce,
ship. Bruce.
Slash, and the pilot of the ship. Her name is escaping me.
Bruce
Yeah.
is basically a cyborg, so I would trust
We have
him
it.
more
We have
than
it.
anyone.
Selena. There we go. Selena, the the dark elf.
Oh yeah.
But Ted doesn't know any of that, so I can't actually. This is all meta.
Yes.
Brecken, there you go.
knows this.
Yeah, not Dumfries. So Brecken was the gnomish mining town. I was trying to just remember if it was Brecken or Dumfries. You guys chose to go to Brecken.
Okay, so I am pretty familiar with the terrain and everything around this area. Is there any way I would be able to get us there quicker?
So
Shortcuts?
you
You're
guys
going
just you didn't know about the hidden tunnels that you guys took to get here. For what you knew, taking the roads would take you a week to get to the capital. But you guys discovered the old tunnels that the capital used to get around the continent a lot faster.
Oh, that's right.
And it went from a week to like 2 days is what it took if you went straight through the mountains.
It was very dark.
So potentially you could find others, but I mean, shorten a week's travel to 2 days seems like I mean it'd be crazy to find something even faster than that. Which but you don't know because you haven't really actively looked for them other than the one that you stumbled upon when you murdered all those rats.
They had a couple.
They had 2 pages worth of storyline I was going to read to you.
Later. I want to know.
They're dead.
They're all dead.
It's gone.
Okay, so
But you did get the swamp potions from them.
swamp punch. So what do we do from here?
Swamp punch cocktails.
How do we phone home? Have Bruce fix Quack.
Bruce probably could fix Quack, actually, yeah. But you didn't bring any comms equipment?
Just what's in my ear.
Good one. So at this point, Marge says, "I'm going to go investigate what's going on over here."
I'm going to gunfire.
let's-
Probably, maybe it's Dominion forces. Who knows?
So
If it's gunfire, at least
I mean,
Dominion
if
tech.
anyone wants to make a perception
Could
check
also be dwarves.
Oh, I got perception
or an
checks.
intelligence, and then based on that, you can make an intelligence check.
Oh, I hit my glass and now it's a 10.
That's a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody else?
Yeah,
I'll do a.
I think I have pretty good perception.
Oh,
I'll
mine's
do a
really
perception.
good, but I rolled bad.
See how we're doing this. Okay, 13.
Yeah.
And I will do the same.
Can I tell like how far away it is based on that?
And I have a 19.
Okay. So you're not that far. You're probably less than 100 yards from where it's coming from.
That is close.
You can make an intelligence check because you got high enough. You don't
Okay.
have the background in dealing with guns.
Can I attempt to smell the gunpowder?
Sure.
See if it smells like the Dominions.
I was about to
I have
warn him,
advantage on perception checks using smell due to my massive nose.
God damn right you do. I would have never thought of this.
22.
Okay.
Not natural 20.
So based on what you know about the area, you're getting a strong smell of like rotten egg sulfur type smell coming from this gunpowder, which tells you that it's the much more mass produced lesser dwarven type gunpowder. So it's not Dominion assault rifle or Dominion guns. You can tell this is something dwarven made or gnomish made. Though gnomes don't really make many guns per se. Theirs are more mechanical things. So they would have like a massive catapult or something like that.
You can really smell the
This smells like
saltpeter.
this smells like the primitive dwarven powder.
And with you can make a normal intelligence check.
Okay. This is not going
You
to
can
be
make an intelligence check.
That would be a 4.
Can I roll one just for the memes?
Yeah, sure.
It's a 12.
I've got...
I guess Marge is probably 22.
That's a
Oh
natural.
my God.
That's a natural 20 on a plus
witnessed
0.
Okay. So, she gets plus 6. So she's at 20 as well with a 14. So you two are tied. Though you got the natural 20, so you would technically win. So, but anyways, so listening to it, it's not like the cadence of like people having a gunfight. It's like a constant, almost like da 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 da, almost like
Like a battery?
no, like there's people lined up, and it's almost like they're target practicing.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say either that or they were firing off like a cannon battery or something.
And it's so you guys are in the wall, like the wall's at your back. You've got a couple buildings in front of you, and you feel like if you just walk maybe a block, you'll be able to see what's going on. But
So this is loud as shit then. So
the corner that you guys came in, I mean, it's going to be pretty hard to get around it without seeing what's going on. You would have to take a lot of extra time just to go around it.
is Emma's character here?
Her and Tim went off, or her and Delaris went off to investigate the person that stole her book.
Okay. Of course they did.
They left a note. Said, we're going to go investigate the green pillar.
Oh, naturally.
You know, Elf, if you'd like to follow them, I'm sure you could catch up.
No. No, they probably got other stuff going on. He's into
Now,
birds. Anyway,
I don't know canonically, because you're a half elf, how big your ears are. So you'd have to make.
I do have
like an
bigger ears.
And you have long hair and a big hood. So whether you're prominently displaying your ears or if they're.
I keep under a cowl, but I do have bigger ears. So,
So you'd have to actively look to notice whether he's an elf or not.
Okay.
If you'd like to make that check, you can.
can I get to the?
Strike him down.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you can
Strike
just make a
him
general
down.
perception check because you wouldn't have any reason to like.
I'm going to smell him to see if he smells like an elf. Okay, that'd be a 14
Okay.
perception.
And if you're just, we'll just make a general stealth check to see how well, just a general one.
Please trip and just your hood.
Yeah,
Oh.
We're going to have to retcon this if I don't know your...
14.
So I meet it.
What'd you roll?
14.
Oh, okay, yeah. So you
Natural 11 plus.
Okay,
two.
so it
you've
stays.
noticed the pointy ears.
Yeah. So I can make fun of him for
So
being...
I'm not necessarily going. I'm not gonna come off as standoffish about it. I said no. I'm just gonna stay here with you guys. They're probably off doing some weird stuff.
Oh,
Anyway,
good. Let's go.
maybe I should. You guys want me to climb up top of the roof and see what's going on?
We're on the roof.
Are we?
Well, I just put you there so you can see it.
Oh, I thought we were on... We slept on the roof like we...
No,
I was thinking
from
doing
what you
that.
guys said, you basically landed with on the other side of the wall and just bed down there in a
Okay.
dark corner, an alleyway.
So let's... we take off towards the sounds.
Oh, okay. So we're not gonna bother scouting it out first. Okay.
All right,
no, let's let the
this is
elephant
hard.
do it. No, let's let the elephant do it.
You're the one who said that it sounds like target practice.
Marge
go
is
observe.
going to make a stealth check. You guys are more than welcome to stealth as well.
Yeah, we'll try.
Yeah.
She gets plus 12 to stealth.
That's another 14.
I rolled a 14 as well, but that's
This is
plus 12,
actually-
so I'm 26.
I'm at a modified 20.
Okay.
13.
How funny is it that you are the stealthiest?
Right now, I'm definitely not. Due to a design...
Marge got 26.
Yeah, but he rolled the highest.
Okay, so
I'm rolling at disadvantage.
that's pretty good with disadvantage.
Yeah, I was just like, really?
I rolled a 14 and a 15.
So
Are you in plate mail?
No.
Oh, you're just big.
He's big.
yeah.
Get plate mail.
I will fix this once I level up.
So you guys hug the
Does
alleyways
anyone smell
and you sneak
coke?
up, and as you poke around the corner, there's right next to you just something slams into the wall, and a cloud of dust and smoke just kind of envelops your vision for a couple seconds. But then as it clears, you get an interesting sight of a whole line of just random gnomes and dwarves firing all manners of contraptions. Booth after booth is filled with launching projectiles of every shape and size, some with a crack like thunder sending a bullet out, others with large gears and springs flinging giant things flying. And after a few seconds, you hear a thump, boom, and a pile of cushions right next to you, a gnome just slams into the cushions. And he sits up, and because I rolled 19 with him, he looks around and sees you guys, and is like, "What are you guys doing here?" And it's Seamus, the little gnome that you threw through the window.
I see you've been practicing.
And he looks up and he's like, "Yeah, well, actually, I've been really trying to impress the Messenger Guild, so they'll hire me on full time. And after you threw me through that window, I realized, what's the point of taking stairs and all this inefficient travel nonsense? So I decided to work on a contraption that will launch me. I could just carry it around on my back, set it on the ground, and then hop on it, and it'll throw me wherever I want it to take me. But I haven't quite gotten the mechanics down. You look up and there's a balcony about 20 feet high that's loaded with cushions too. And then the wall below is just lined with pads with just gnome imprints all along it. And he's like, man, if only I could fix this thing to get it working, I'd be the star of the Messenger Guild. You guys wouldn't have any tech know-how, would you?
I look at everybody and go, I immediately want to help him.
Oh.
He's a gnome with a dream.
If any of you hurt him, I will kill you. Anyways.
Why would I hurt him?
Good. Advance the cause.
You're the one that hurt him last time. Oh, so as you look him over, his face is still
too.
pretty bruised up, and his nose is still kind of slightly askewed, but it's not as bad from a couple days before when you slammed him into the building repeatedly.
Hey,
I look at Seamus and I go, you want me to take care of that broken nose?
I think I'm good. I've had a few different people look at it, and so
Yeah, but you never had me look at it.
are you in the Doctors Guild?
Good enough.
I'm trying to remember who.
I am.
You're in the Fight Club Guild.
He doesn't trust you.
So you've got the fighter's pin to you, and you've got the doctor's pin.
So
Yep.
if there's anything
you don't have any pin,
I don't have any pins.
no, if there's one thing I know about Bud, it's broken noses.
which is an interesting point. So you did do a lot of exploring around the city, and you would have, while doing your exploration, you would have noticed that everybody has a pin, prominent, like a big golden pin, prominently displayed on their armband.
I did play at the game Minstrel. Would I have gotten like a bard pin or
So
something?
yeah,
A musician's
the
pin?
Entertainment Guild would have easily offered you one if you would have had it.
Yeah, I probably would have taken that.
All right, so he has a big golden pin on his arm pin that has two masks. You know, the stereotypical Actors Guild type masks.
Tragedy and comedy.
But in this world, it's not tragedy and comedy. There's one going, "Ah!" And so it's like terror, and one's like kind of smirking and love. Terror and love, the two extreme emotions in life.
Feel both of them at all times.
Which is funny
They're
because
actually one mask.
yeah, looking at them would herald back to a specific character that you guys fought that used to wear a mask that would weirdly make expressions whenever you looked at him.
The hell?
Yeah, he had a white mask that would make facial expressions.
Oh, I didn't realize it made facial expressions.
Yeah.
And then we left him necky, and I forgot him on the roof, and he's back. He's mad.
But you guys left the foundry. You flew over the
Might
walls.
be the biggest fuck up of the game. We didn't know. We thought he was dead.
Oh, here's the bad thing. I thought about that. Like, 2 games after I left him on the roof, I thought it was like, yeah, motherfucker's gonna come back. I don't want to go back
was
for him.
so excited because there's a certain way to kill him, and I was
we didn't do it.
I was making sure that you guys didn't do that, and you didn't, and then you left his body, and I was like, because if you had kept him, he would have come back to life in your care. In your shell, if you had him in your shell, wherever he was, he just would have come back to life.
But we would have nursed him back to health. He would become our friend.
He could have. You don't
He
know.
could still become our friend. Guys, let's make a friend.
Fly back into the Foundry District. Start it all over again.
This
Only
be
the
an
best.
animal.
What, it took us like 4 or 5 games to get through the Foundry District?
Yeah.
Another year goes by in the Foundry District.
Yep. So we
So yeah, I'll gladly help take a look at your contraption. Omal,
Yeah.
could probably use your assistance.
I piloted an airship once. Let's go.
I put my head in between
This
the
is
two
my
of them.
forte.
And
but-
I helped.
Yeah.
No, you didn't. Let's go.
So
Oh, good.
everybody that would like to take part in this team check, the skills check, needs to make a
Don't say intelligence.
yeah. You start with an intelligence check, and then a dexterity check.
I'm gonna let the dice tower decide my fate.
This is gonna be so bad.
So everybody give me your intelligence checks. We'll have a group intelligence check.
Okay. I got a 15.
4.
Natural
And he got
one.
a natty 1.
Don't worry, though.
I rolled decently.
So he's going to, Seamus is going to help. He rolled a 6. This isn't going too well. All right. So you guys kind of look it over, and it's kind of rough going. But you might see the problem. You're not 100% sure. Let's have a group. Whoever wants to get in there and do some dirty work with this with their hands.
Copy.
Who wants to do it?
I'll do it.
All right. Give me a dex check.
The natural 1. He's going in.
Modified 20.
Oh,
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Because yours was going to be much higher
How do you know
because
that?
you were basically staring at the sky while everybody else was looking at this thing. You're like, it could be that, and you just reach in. Like everybody else is pouring over this equipment, and they're having trouble, and they're stumbling, and they're kind of stumped, but they think they might know the problem, and you're too busy looking at all the cool things down the line because you're an archer yourself, a huntsman. So you like all these cool range things.
I do.
And out of the corner of your eye, you see a dwarf on down the line with a crossbow that has some strange metallic swirls going down the side of it, coils, and they spark and light up as the crossbow goes, and you see an arc of lightning go streaking forward and explode a dummy off in the distance. And that's basically the look you had on your face. And then you look back, and while everybody's upon you, you just shove your, I think I know the problem! But rolling high enough with a modified 20, you reach in and you grab something that's stuck, that won't let it extend to its full height, and you unstick it, whatever the term is. It's unstuckified. And
Yeah, here's the problem. Click. I pull my hand back out and go, I'm going to go over here. And I just kind of wander off in that direction so I can talk to the guy shooting the cool crossbow.
That was actually useful. Props to you.
Yeah, thanks. No reason to be mean to me all the time.
Seema says, Can you help me aim this? Would anybody like to make a ranged attack?
I am a master of aiming thrown people.
Okay.
So if you don't have a ranged weapon to compare it with,
I take my bow off and I just set it and I toss it to them all.
No, you're
What
not
am I
actually-
doing with
You're
that?
not using the bow.
Get
I'm
in
saying
here, Seamus.
Stat-wise, to figure out the attack, you add your dex
Can I
bonus.
put Seamus the bow?
I don't think a bow is strong enough to launch a gnome. You'd probably break it. You can try.
Okay.
No.
I'm going to quickly inspire Omal.
All right, so
Just quick
add your dex modifier.
couple.
You're not a ranged person per se, so we're not going to let you use your proficiency bonus.
So just straight roll dex,
Yes.
I guess? Okay.
Yeah.
With
if-
inspiration.
If
Add a
Vixian
D10.
had stuck around to help, I would have let him use his proficiency bonus, but
No, he's gone.
Nope.
He's
So
gone.
just-
Sorry, you told me
so
there were
add your-
shiny things over in
add
the
your
corner.
dex modifier
Okay.
and your bardic inspiration.
What's the inspiration roll again?
D10.
D10. Jesus.
What do you say to him to inspire him?
Toss that gnome through the dome.
We are best friends. Oh no. Well, hold on. No. It's a 10.
Okay, so
It might work.
true to how you threw him the first couple times the first time, he gets the height, and he could have very easily made it to that balcony with the cushions, but you second guess yourself and change the angle a little. And instead, he launches and goes at a crazy angle to the right. And slams into a balcony that has several other dummies that break his fall. So he's not that bad hurt until you hear a jump, and the booth next to him launches. You see a dwarf stick his arm out, and he's got what looks like it can only be described as a tiny catapult on his wrist. And he takes the sword and he bends it back, and it clamps into this. And when he goes like he's making a throwing motion, you hear a jump, and it launches the sword as if it's a shot projectile from a bow, and it just goes shooting across.
I'm very fast.
Oh no.
Can I deflect missiles?
Ah.
Oh
Sorry.
no.
It's all good.
So you see the sword go spiraling through. If you want to because I mean, it's pretty evident that he's going off course.
What am I trying?
Let's do some acrobatics here.
Okay.
At disadvantage.
Oh, good.
Disadvantage.
You're trying to get in front of a shooting projectile that you're not even sure is happening until you hear the sound.
5.
Alright, so that's a sword, a long sword's only a D8.
I'm so glad I have an imagination because I'm just picturing all this right now. And that's why I keep giggling. They're just gonna meet me.
What even is this? I don't know what number that is. So there's a 9.
Super useful die.
There's a 6.
I thought you said it was a D8.
Oh, maybe that's a
Is it metal?
1, 7. Maybe I used a...
That's the most goth set of dice I've ever seen.
Oh, that's a 5, and that's a 6. That's the problem. There's a
There's gonna be
3.
so many burps on that.
There's a 4.
I was watching a thing where
Oh, that's a 2.
Guy mentioned
That's what it
cash
is.
for clunkers.
The corner of it isn't gold painted. So okay, so he takes 2 plus, so he takes 3 slashing damage as the sword just grazes him and gives him a nice good cut down one of his arms.
Little buddy.
He stands up and he's got blood pouring from his arm, but he goes, "I'm okay."
How
And
far
he's-
did he land from Vixia?
He one booth over. So there's a line of booths, and you went down the line to like 5 or 6 booths down.
Okay.
And he's on the opposite end of the firing
Okay.
range. So he's like a good 30 feet from you.
I'll look at him and say, recover! And give him a healing word.
What's the range on that?
60 feet, but
Oh.
if he's... I can
He's
wait for
30
him to
feet
get
away.
closer.
Okay, so he also, as he goes to climb over the edge and jump down, I rolled a 3 for his dexterity check. You see him go, "Ah!" And he's going to take another...
I thought that the whole table was
Can I
going.
wait until after this happens to do the healing word?
He's going to take another 4 bludgeoning damage. So he's taken 7 damage so far, and he
Little
stands up.
buddy.
And his nose that was this way is now this way from where he hit the ground with his face.
My healing word was a 6. I don't know when you want to say that happens.
So he stands up, and as his nose that's like just kind of dangling, you see like. So how do you do your healing words? Is this coming
So,
from your shield?
Yeah, this would be the way I had this envisioned. The sound altering technology that the Empire is experimenting with is somehow activating something in your body to make it recover quicker.
So you're basically planting your shield in front of you.
Doing some kind of probably like a cymbal crash,
yeah.
and then saying the
And-
word recover.
And you guys just feel this like reverberating like sound wave come out of his shield, and it's almost like you can see the air kind of ripple as these round circle waves just go through the air and hit Seamus over there. And as it washes over his body, you see his hair just go for a second like back as the sound waves hit him, almost like a breath of wind. And his nose that's dangling just plants itself back into place. And you see the cut on his arm mostly seal up. It's still there, and it's still got a slow trickle of blood, but it's mostly healed.
And I'll do prestidigitation to do like a flash of light around me, and then do a bow.
And he
Oh, I
went.
like this character
You see
so much.
Seamus quickly run back over out of the way of everybody else that's firing at the firing range. You walk up to
I do.
your new husband.
You know what? Yeah.
Nope.
Aw.
Female. You walk up to
Okay.
a female. No, wait, I said dwarf, so I'm going to jump down to my dwarf stats. Yep, female. You see a female dwarf with an unusual lock of blue hair
Okay.
who fires her crossbow again. You see the lightning bolt slightly miss her target. It still hits it, but not quite. And she gets so mad and just slams it down. Says, "I'm tired of this thing not working the way I want it to."
I look at her and I say, "What seems to be the problem with it?"
She looks up at you surprised that there's a half-elf standing there because she's used to gnomes and dwarfs, and she just sees this towering entity over her, and she goes, "Ah! You scared me there. Well, it's just not shooting where I want it to. And if you want to make a perception check.
First, I'm gonna pull my cowl back so she can, that way I'm not being rude. Pull my cowl back so she can see, these locks. And
So are you like...
make a perception check.
I'll use the light cantrip to shine it on what he's looking at to give him a better view.
Are you
to
like...
try and assist him?
Because you said you're
Give him
exposing your
advantage
beautiful
for
locks.
nice
Are
man
you like
now.
flirting with her?
I saw him work on the other stuff.
I haven't decided
Maybe
yet.
he's not so
Okay,
bad.
because I was saying, you could make a charisma check or a performance check if you want to
Not quite.
improve whatever you're going to say to her.
More curiosity.
Yeah, we'll go with a charisma check because I'm trying to be super
All right,
Super
make a charismatic check.
that would be under skill.
Saving throws.
Saving throw, that's
I
right.
look huge in those hands. Maybe the dwarf hands though.
It's a modified 18.
Okay, so as she looks up, she's like, "What are you doing here?" You have her full attention.
Okay, so I say, so it's not shooting the way you want it to.
Did you make a perception check?
No, I did not.
Make a perception check.
I'm shining light on it so he can see better. If
Even-
that helps.
Even better. So, perception. I think it's a +6. Yeah. 12.
Okay. So
Better.
it's pretty easy to tell. It's a pretty low check there. As you walked up, she doesn't seem like she's very trained in the art of ranged combat. This is somebody who's been handed a test item to test out here at this range just to see how it performs. She doesn't really know what she's doing, which is why she's probably not hitting her targets like she wants.
So I think I can see what your issue is here. Do you mind?
She says, "By all means," and hands it to you.
Cool. So where's the target?
Just downrange.
Downrange.
Your issues
I go
suck.
ahead. I go ahead and I grab a bolt from where I'm assuming they are clearly visible.
Are you proficient in heavy crossbows?
I'm just proficient in ranged weapon. I don't know.
So probably. If it's ranged weapons, then you should be fine. So add your dexterity.
Where would I see that, just so I know?
Under weapons, it's, I don't know where your proficiencies and languages is what it's
There it is. Okay.
under weapons.
Okay, so it says martial weapons and silly weapons, simple weapons, but
Silly weapons.
I haven't been playing it that way just because I'm an archer. I may have messed up when I inputted that year ago. Good God.
He attacks the +1 rubber chicken. Silly weapon.
What?
I love this.
Let's see. So what kind of...
I'm proficient in ranged weapons. I
So-
use them constantly.
Right, but I need it. Your character sheet has to say you're proficient for you to get the proficiency bonus.
Yeah, so I would have to change that.
You have a longbow of fire.
I do, which doesn't seem like that's a martial or a simple weapon.
What's it say your hit
That would be a
DC
martial
thing
weapon,
is?
I would guess.
So your dex is +3, and your proficiency is +4, and you have a +7 to hit. So I'd say you're proficient with it.
Okay.
So yeah, so add a +7 to your roll.
Okay. That is a 9 + 7, 16.
So you level the crossbow and you fire it off. It doesn't quite hit a dead bullseye because you're not quite used to a heavy crossbow. You're used to your live bow, but you're still good enough with it that you hit the target that you're aiming at, and it explodes and goes spiraling off to the side. And she's all starry-eyed looking at you. That's how it's done?
Yeah, so you need to make sure you're leveling it like this. Like, can I try one more time?
Sure.
And I show her how I was leveling it. And
Are you like putting her hands on it, like standing behind her?
no, I'm not gonna like get myself canceled and nothing. So, so I show her where it's at. I'm assuming she's looking interestedly. I grab another bolt and I fire again.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a natural 18 + 7, so 25.
Okay, so this time it's a dead center target, and staring at you, she goes, "Can I try it?"
Sure.
So she takes it.
I hand it back.
Yep.
No, and you run away.
Ooh. She misses it horribly. In fact, it hits like the cushions that Seamus was like flying at. It hits them and explodes them and lights them on fire. There's a little fire going, and she just takes it and just throws it down. And she goes, I just can't deal with this." And she walks off.
So I try to call her back. And I said, "Hey, wait, hold on."
All right, she stops.
What exactly are you working on here? What's your goal here?
I'm just testing this out for the mechanic that created this. And as you look at her, she does have a bit of a guard uniform on, so she looks like a standard guard.
So do you have much experience working with ranged weapons like this?
No, I don't know why I got picked. I think I drew the small straw. Nobody likes to test out these stupid contraptions, but we have to.
Well, if you want, I will test it out for you and come back whenever I have worked out all the kinks, because this looks like it would be useful for the next couple days, and I will bring it back.
She says, "Tell you what, the person that made this for me to try out, the only perk to testing this stuff out is we get bonus pay. You give me 100 gold, and I'll let you just deal with it and take it back to the mechanic in the Tinker District, and he can pay you whenever you're done with it."
Deal.
All right.
That's expensive.
Well, hang on. I say, how about a trade for trade? I give you 50 gold, and I just showed you how to work something like this, and I could maybe give you a little bit of extra training so you don't wind up in this situation again when I come back.
Make a persuasion check.
Fuck. 6.
She says, "I don't want anything to do with these stupid things. I don't even like shooting things. I'm a sword person." And she stomps off.
Oh.
How many scimitars? Do I have any?
You have scimitar. You have 2 scimitar plus 1s.
Are you dual wielding?
I do sometimes.
Don't
So,
always do, but when I do,
do I have any other weapons?
Do you?
Not equipped, but like with me in my
In your
inventory. Let me check.
inventory?
Yeah.
you have a regular long row. You have 2 short swords. Nope. 2
Okay.
short swords and 2 scimitars.
So, I pull out one of my scimitar plus 1s, and I say, "How about a trade for trade? Take a look at this," and I hand her that scimitar.
She looks it over and says, "I don't know. I've never used a scimitar before.
You say you like swords, right?
Scimitar and 50 gold, and it's yours."
Deal.
All right. Take a scimitar off your inventory, one of them,
Okay.
and 50 gold.
It warms my heart to see an elf robbed.
Why is your current gold or your
I
current
love
health
that you
at
hate
72?
elves. Huh?
I'm gonna read
Oh,
it.
it's not just elves.
He's racist. See, inventory, currency.
Have you seen the video from the King and Peele with the racist zombies?
Yes.
Oh, God.
These some racist ass zombies,
Why are
man.
these zombies trying to bite us? They're racist. Like you can see, like they walk up to the zombie and they're walking away, and there's like 2 parents with a kid, and the kid's trying to bite at the zombie, and the parent zombies are trying
He
to.
walks by a door and they lock the doors.
Yeah,
in
they're
the
like
car.
they're sitting in a car, and the zombies are with broken out windows, and they start locking the doors. They walk up, and they're like, "The window's busted out. What are they doing? These racist zombies."
Yeah, that's a really good skit.
Did you guys see who's voicing Toad in the Mario
Yes,
movie?
it's Michael Keegan Key.
That's gonna be good.
So
But why not pick the same guy that voices Mario to be Mario, unless they're looking for a different
me,
type
Mario.
of voice?
Well, I think Jack Black is a miscast as Bowser.
But I think Charlie Day is perfect as Luigi.
Charlie Day is perfect as Luigi. Anyway.
We've derailed, sorry.
Yep.
Okay, so she hands you. I'm going to put it in your inventory.
Okay.
And while I'm doing that, what are you guys doing?
Let's see.
So, if you want to take a look at what else is going
Yeah,
on,
that's what I was about to say.
make a perception check to anybody that wants to.
Can I help him aim it one more time?
Okay, I rolled a natural 1, so total of 7.
You rolled a what?
Natural 1 for a total of 7.
Okay.
So Tev's just distracted right now. I don't know. I'm probably more perplexed that there's an elf wielding technology better than a dwarf, and he just elves profaning our technology. I don't like this.
I thought I called it.
I'm really excited about this crossbow.
Yeah, I called it the lightning crossbow.
I'm really excited about this crossbow.
Let me see. What can I do with? Where is that?
You guys have
Oh, there it is.
You guys have no idea.
Add to backpack. So if you refresh your character profile sheet, Vixian,
Okay.
and you look in your inventory, you will see a lightning crossbow.
Ooh.
I like that it has like legendary or exotic Ingram
So-
color.
So when you equip it, you're not going to get the full ability to it until you attune to it.
So I have to. Is that in a long?
That's a short rest.
Short rest.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's
Well-
there,
well,
and you can see what it does.
Tev is going to stand kind of near Vixian. Use prestidigitation to make Vixian smell like a skunk. Because I can do things like that.
Do I smell it?
Yes, you probably would.
So as you hand her the
It'd be
scimitar,
funny if,
she
like,
hands
I
you
couldn't smell
and you
other
see,
people
and you
doing
hand
it.
her the crossbow, or she hands you the crossbow and you hand her the scimitar. She looks at the scimitar and then you see her kind of wrinkle her nose, and she looks up at you suspiciously and turns and walks away quickly. So the way
I'm kind of looking perplexed as I smell something in the air. And go, what the fuck?
It's really close.
the way the crossbow works, you would have seen this as it hit the targets because there are multiple targets there. When it hit one, it would arc and hit the others around it.
Thunderlord.
Oh, it's Thunderlord.
It does an extra D8 of lightning damage on top of the crossbow damage. But whenever it arcs to the people around it, they have to make a dexterity save of 15. Otherwise, they take a D8 of lightning damage as well.
Was I robbed, guys?
You did good.
Well, I don't know because I don't know what it is.
I had a feeling.
Tev doesn't know.
Tev don't know.
I had a feeling.
So, all right. So looking down the
What have I
line,
got on this one?
you saw the dwarf with the arm catapult. A couple down, you see a gnome with a shield that's almost as big as the as the gnome, and he's kind of taking it and kind of looking at it and looking down the range and trying to figure out. He's got a crossbow and he's got a pile of stones and stuff like that, and now he's looking around to at everybody around him, and he's trying to get somebody's attention around him, but everybody's ignoring him because they're using their own contraptions, and he just kind of looks dejected because he can't find anybody to help him.
Tev will walk over and say, "Oh, you look like you're in need of assistance."
And he looks up at this towering, because this is the gnome, like one of the shortest races in the game, and he looks up at this massive, towering elephant-tile creature, and you see him kind of cower for a second. He's like, and he kind of holds his shield up, and then he kind of peeks over the shield and goes, "Do you want to help me?"
I'll kneel down and pat his head and say, "I'm here to help, little
You're
friend."
still like fucking 15
Let's,
feet taller than him.
let's make a persuasion check here.
I would
I'm allegedly great at this.
also make a dexterity check
Okay,
so you don't
so that'd be a
crush him
15.
into the ground.
Okay, so he seems to be.
Holy. Really? Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
A 3.
Oh, jeez.
What?
You walked into
really
the
good
wrong
at this.
room. Okay, so you pat his head, and he gets.
Travis can't lose.
And you kind of see him go, like a cat that you just scratch behind the ears, and he's like, "Whoa, wait. Do you care to hold the shield for me downrange?
And then Travis is like, "Did you just come?" Sorry.
Is this a special shield? Because I have a shield of my own, but if this is a
This
special
shield is very special. I've been working on this for 2 years.
well, I'll give it a shot. So I'll.
Because you have a shield equipped.
Yeah, I'll.
So
I guess
you've already got your AC stat ready for. A
Yeah.
shield.
Okay, so yeah, I'll throw mine on my back and.
So he levels the crossbow. He's digging for gold.
I'm probably the worst one to do this.
And as you look, you can see him kind of shaking.
Oh.
And as you look around, you see crossbow bolts all over the wall, just everywhere. And
The shield is gnome sized.
I'll notice that he's a little shaky, and I'll say, "Hold on." I'll pull out my shield
and put it behind his shield.
in one hand and the other shield in the other hand.
No, I'm just gonna set down the one he gave me for a second. Pull out my shield, and I'll tap a little snare beat and say, "Steady as she goes, friend," and give him some bardic inspiration.
Okay. That was
Playing
probably
the character super fucking great.
all right. So
Yeah.
that's a what? A D10?
D10, yeah, and then I'll switch back to the other shield.
What's your AC?
18.
So that's 13 plus 21. It hits you for 2 piercing damage. You did not want to give him inspiration. You wanted him to miss and not meet your armor class.
I wanted him to succeed in his
So,
test.
this tiny crossbow bolt looks smaller than usual. You take 2 piercing damage in one shoulder. And he's like, sorry. And you see him reloading it. And before you... if you have like a split second to do something, if you want to do anything.
Okay,
You could actively try to block it.
I guess I can use my reaction to give them cutting words.
So it's disadvantage?
Chop, chop, slice, slice. No, it's actually negative D10.
A negative D10?
Yes, negative D10.
Okay, that was a 1. Good. He rolled a 4. So if he got in the negatives, it would have been something. He probably would have misfired and killed himself.
Okay.
So 3. So that does not meet your armor class.
No.
It comes whizzing out, hits the shield dead center, and you hear a spring go off. Boing! And the shield is actually 2 layered with the spring in between. And the second it hits it, that part reacts like a mousetrap and shoots out. The crossbow bolt immediately fires straight back and just hits him in the shoulder for 2 piercing damage as well. And just and he drops to the ground. And you see him disappear behind the booth.
So, I'll run over. Is he like unconscious?
No, as you're running over to him, he stands up, and even though he's got a crossbow bolt with blood coming out of it, he stands up and he's like, "It works!" And he tries to go Eureka, but this arm doesn't seem to want to work. And he's like, "It works!" And he's like so excited.
Alright, I'll pull the crossbow bolt out of his arm and, I'll give this one a cure wounds.
I was going to say, I'm a medic if you want to radio me.
Oh, yeah. Maybe that's where... I don't want to use all my spell slots, but I also want to... Alright,
I'll just dump some punch, man.
Vixie.
You gotta give him the punch.
Amal, I noticed your medic badge. You want to give me some help over here?
Sure, buddy. Just a minute, Seamus. I walk over. He's now surrounded by 2 giants.
He's here to help, don't worry.
Looking up, I'm a snapping turtle, and all you see is my gaping mouth for a second. Anyways, hold on, buddy. I go to
3 feet long.
I just do a normal. I bandage it, clean.
Oh man,
he was getting out the swamp punch.
I mean,
dude.
I can do it. I have to do that first, though.
All
I
right.
have to bandage him first.
So you put
procedure.
So let's make a medicine check to see how well you do this.
That's actually not as bad as it looks. Just a second. 10.
Okay, you do a pretty sloppy job, but it covers the wound at least, and he feels like he can move his arm a little bit better now.
Okay. Now, I need you to drink this.
He looks at the bandage, He looks at the fact that he can move his arm a little better, and he goes, "All right, I trust you."
Oh God!
Yes.
I need to roll a d20.
You want me to roll? Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to roll the healing because he only lost 2. So
What's it gonna be?
What is it gonna be? It's a 5.
a 5. He kind of stands up and goes, "Salty? It's a hint of seaweed."
Sounds delicious.
Oh my goodness! You got the fun
Kind of like
one.
miso.
His skin turns translucent.
That's amazing.
He looks. You can see his bones and organs through his skin. Whereas he's wearing clothes, so you can't see his like lungs and heart and stuff. But you can see like the veins and bones in his hands. You can see his skull through his face.
Oh, that's horrifying. Okay, so I'm going to use prestidigitation to make
Him stink.
no to make his skin the color that it was before, because it says you can make a color on a surface for 1 hour.
Okay, so his skin turns kind of a peachish skin tone, but it's still translucent. So it's kind of disconcerting. If from a distance, it looks like he's just needs some more sun. But when you get up on him, you can see through it still.
You'll be fine in the morning.
He goes, "I'm so thirsty. Oh, I feel so dry and scratchy."
I present
no.
another
Oh, no.
cocktail.
Okay.
Oh, no. Oh, are you sure about this?
Okay.
Make a persuasion check.
I wouldn't do that.
It's not going to be good. Yeah. Hold on. Oh no, that's a 7.
He says, "No, that's okay." And he's starting to notice the bones through his skin. He goes, "That's okay. I need to go see a doctor." And he turns and he runs.
Wait, hold on.
Do you have a shield now?
Yep.
Did he leave the shield?
He did.
Where can I find you to bring your shield back? Oh.
Little buddy.
You see him bump into somebody, like a guard walking by, and they go, "Watch it, little mister," and they look down and they're like, they just kind of get this blank stare on his faces. And he goes, sorry, and he gets up and he just keeps running.
That guard's probably like, "Oh God, is it contagious?"
And he looks up, you see the guard look at the firing range quizzically. "What are they making these days? I'm glad I didn't draw the short straw today." And he walks off.
Guardsman, do you know who that was?
He looks at you and goes, "That was Warden Fizzlebat."
Do you know where we can find him? He left his thing.
I'm assuming the Tinker District.
Yeah, the gnomes live in the Tinker District here. I'm sure you can find his house around here somewhere. It's not my job to keep track of who lives where.
I guess that's fair.
Well, we can take it back to him later.
These?
I like my shield better, so I'm going to use that.
If you want to look it over, I can give you
Warden Fizzleback. I
the
love
item.
that.
It's,
Okay.
it's the third law shield, I believe.
The only thing
After
is,
Newton's third law, or the third law.
my shield is a very special drum shield. So if I use that shield, I will not be able to cast spells.
Dual wield. Dual wield.
Dual wield shields.
It's like a Dark Souls build.
All right. So
Elf, can you, do you have a free hand when you hold that crossbow?
a heavy crossbow is 2 hands.
2 hands.
But
I'll just hold this in my,
but he does have 1 scimitar now.
Wait, hold it in your trunk.
Can you hold stuff in your trunk? Can you have a
Yes.
third hand?
Yeah.
You
In
can have a
fact,
shield in your trunk.
there's a weight limit on it. I think it's like 50 pounds though. But
Swinging
I
a
would-
greatsword with your nose.
so I'm also a warcaster, which means I don't have to have a free hand to do somatic components. So I was going to say for my if anyone like actually looked at me while I was doing stuff in battle, I would be holding a rifle and a shield in both my hands, and my trunk would be using a drumstick on the back of the shield.
Ooh. This is amazing.
I forgot to make. No, I didn't make an item for it, but for Seamus's thing, he runs up, and Seamus has his little backpack on. There's the contraption that you guys were using, and he looks at the shield, and he goes, "You know, I based my contraption off of my little spring device off of this guy's shield. It's usually not common for people to copy off of each other, but let's just say I might have looked over his notes a couple times to design this."
Oh, so you know where he lives?
What? Well, I know where his workshop is.
Care to take us that way so we can give his crap back?
Sure. At that time, you hear a bell start to ring. Ding, 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 ding. And almost like dinner bell-esque. But it's not a dinner bell. And you see all the gnomes and dwarves that are at the firing range just kind of stop what they're doing. And they're like, "The race." And they all start to head in an easterly direction. And Seamus looks all excited. "The race! It's about to start! Do you guys want to go watch the race?"
What's the race?
Oh, well, the Tinker District is divided up into almost like their own mini districts. And I have a map.
At this point, Vixian kind of walks up. You smell him before you see him.
Ugh. What happened to you?
I don't know.
But
lasts for an hour, by the way.
It's horrible. It's like there was a
Actually, you know what?
skunk.
It's just a puff of odor. I'm sorry. So it would have probably wafted away by now.
Oh, never mind then.
But you know that each district...
So she thought I farted. She thought I farted.
Pretty much. Each district is bisected by main crossroads, leading from district to district, and then one that's going like left to right, east to west, kind of, but it's a circle, so it's not always east to right, east to west. But it goes from district to district, and the one that goes the opposite direction, perpendicular to it, that goes from inner circle to outer circle. And so it's the same thing with the Tinker District, but it's almost like each corner is its own little mini district, and you guys are in the shooting range district of the Tinkertown. And he says, you cross the main street and you go to the vehicle district, where they work on all manners of locomotion for moving things around, because the dwarves and the gnomes, they want to be able to get things around quickly, so that's where they test the speed of mechs, the speed of our little steam engine carts, and all kinds of stuff. But every week they have a race to see who came up with the fastest vehicle. But there's a little more to it, because we've had a reigning champion that nobody can seem to beat. So it's almost like you can't lose. Oh, did I mention? You can bet on it. It's a good way of making gold.
How do we enter our own mechs?
And so
This is basically Banjo-Kazooie
mech?
nuts and bolts.
Mayhaps I have a mech.
I just go, well, you can enter it for next week. They've already got the mechs picked out here, but if you want to go watch, I've got 10 gold riding on the current reigning champion, because it's an easy win.
I'll use prestidigitation to make my voice 3 times as loud as normal and go, "Huzzah! Lead the way!"
And he kind of jumps. Oh, you're an odd one. I don't remember you from earlier, but you're all a motley crew of strange people, so I'm just going to roll with it. And so he leads you in an easterly direction, and you come to the main road that goes north-south, and as you look left, you see the entrance to the inner circle, and you look south, and it goes to a crossroads of sorts. And assuming you're following him, as you cross the street, the sound of engines being revved greets your ears. A drag strip comes into view with a few motorized carts chugging from one end to the other. Another strip has several bipedal mechs sprinting down, but you quickly realize the crowds and excitement all point to a circular racetrack made of sand. Benches and a few garages dot the perimeter, and in the center of the track, the sand slopes to a pit with what looks like a giant sandworm sticking its toothy maw up,
the Sarlacc
hungrily
pit.
waiting for a meal. The Sarlacc?
This is Doom.
And
The spice must flow.
and you see like people starting to line the stands of this sandpit racetrack. And at this moment, it's real easy to pick you guys out of the crowd, seeing as how everybody else are gnomes and dwarves, and
We can't even sit in this place.
everybody is a towering behemoth in this party.
Oh no.
Marge,
It's an
who
awesome
rolled
show,
a
dude.
26 for stealth, is in the shadows, so nobody sees her. You guys are just stomping down the streets with Seamus, but
Oh no.
a
We're
group of
sports and we don't care. Who knows?
a group of gnomes run up to you guys, and you two would recognize some of them because they're all wearing the gray drab clothes of the Brecken mining gnomes, and they recognize you guys and they run up and they're like, hey, you're the people that saved Brecken, right?
Oh
Yeah.
As he looks around,
that was a while ago.
Sure.
let's see. He doesn't recognize, but she doesn't see Marge, and he doesn't recognize Ted.
We got him out, right?
He wouldn't have recognized Delaris or Malasire.
It was
So
just
basically,
like-
he would have only recognized you two. But you're a tower and turtle, so and you're kind of a renowned hunter
Yeah.
that hunts beasts, and so they would have known you because you were hired to come to that area.
Folk
Because of your-
hero.
So they would know you regardless, but they remember both of you from when Brecken was saved, and they're like, "Hey, we came all the way here from Brecken because we're trying to stick it to the Empire here, to the King, for what they did to Brecken. We're looking for some help here. That mech that wins is the King's mech. Every time he wins, that's gold that he's taken from everybody here that goes to him. How would you like to make a little extra gold and make sure he doesn't win?"
We look at each other in game too,
Yeah.
and we both look back at him, and at the exact same time, we go, in.
He goes, "All right, so here's the thing. Nobody else knows how this is going down. You get to bet on who wins. So everybody's going to be betting on this stupid king mech. So the odds are going to be stacked against any other mech. So any other mech that wins is going to make a heap and pile of gold. So we got the keys to the shop where the mechs are being kept. The king's mech isn't there because he keeps it in a special location. But if you go to that shop, there's nobody there, we made sure of that. You can go in and get the controls to them. And you can control the mechs."
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to set up the racetrack.
Better. You have put. How long have you had this planned?
Are you making?
We've only put off this game for like 2 months.
A piece of loose leaf?
Oh, the ugly one.
So we'll have, benches, and we'll have,
Couch of inspiration.
I dare you to sit on it. It won't take you to an outhouse, I promise.
The couch of casting.
The casting
So,
couch.
essentially, I don't know who built what mech.
I'm 4.
I built 2.
I built one.
You're 4.
or 3.
I was going to say 4 is on
I'm
the king's
4.
mech.
Look at it. No.
But you guys need to remember what number you are, because I'm not going to keep track of that.
Deuces.
Here's the way it works.
I know one.
So, let's make a group stealth check for anybody that wants to go in and get these controllers.
So
You don't all have to go, but
I cast
welcome
Pass Without a Trace.
to. Plus 10.
Can I stand somewhere in the shadows within 60 feet of the place?
Make a perception check.
That's actually quite good. I believe that's a 17.
There is
without
a
a
shaded
trace.
alleyway that you could step into.
Okay. And is the workshop, the interior of the workshop, visible to me, like through a window or something, and 60 feet away?
Let's make another perception check.
Oh boy.
Tev, were you going to say something?
I was not going to go because I roll at disadvantage.
So,
Okay.
15 on the second one.
So, Marge gets 22 plus the 10 from pass, so she's at 32 for her stealth check. Everybody gets plus 10 to your stealth check.
Hold on a second.
Pass without a trace gives you plus 10.
I know. I thought I had that. I've used it before. But I don't see it on here. I have hide in plain sight.
I'm super excited about this. Where's my...
I could have swore I had that and have used it.
I know you've used it before, but did you have it to use it?
It's under spells. I think it's like a... It should be under a level 1 spell.
It's really weird. It says the only spell I have is Hunter's Mark.
Did you
have-
take
But I
Cure
had
wounds.
that. Yeah, and I don't see Cure Wounds on here either.
Did
Are you
un-
looking at the right thing? So when I look at spells, do you have all selected?
Hold on a second.
Because
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
Yeah,
have-
I do have it.
Because you got like Beast Bomb.
I was looking at all. Actions, and it
Actions.
Pass
didn't.
Without a Trace is a
Yeah.
second level spell. That's interesting.
Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and cast Pass Without a Trace. then.
Okay, so mark that off on your spell list.
I did.
Wait, didn't everyone get passed without a trace from the one? Hold on. Who cast it?
He's
I cast it,
casting.
just-
Oh, okay.
So everybody gets plus 10 to their stealth roll, which is why Marge got 32.
I'm not going, but I'll take it to blend into the crowd.
Well, so then the gnomes look at you and say, "There's also another aspect to this race. The reason why the king wins most of these is underneath the finish line. This is a multiple lap race. Underneath it is a void where the king sends his people to lay traps for anybody that crosses the line before the king. You can lay your own traps if anybody would like to go under there. However, the way it works is the first person to set a trap, that trap will go off for the first mech to cross that line, regardless of who it is. The second trap set hits the second mech. Third trap, etc. And it goes on down the line.
We use Mario Kart rules, we sandbag.
Okay, so... And this is at the finish line?
This is at the finish line where everybody's standing right now.
Okay, so
You would
it's
have to
let's
take-
do it at the start.
You'd
of the
have to
race.
take an access tunnel to get there, and you can set it at any point before the lap is over. But if you don't get to it in time, it's not going to go off that lap.
Gotcha.
But
Okay.
also, if somebody has a very prevalent lead, like the King's Mech, and you don't set your trap ahead of time, they could set their trap first, and there are good traps that give bonuses instead.
Gotcha. So this is something that goes on the whole race.
Yes, every lap there will be a round of traps that you can set at any point, but it's whoever sets it first, their trap goes off first.
Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, I guess Tev will go do that.
All right.
Do I need stealth checks for that, or is this just?
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Was I near enough to get past without a trace, or that actually he has to be near me, so I'll have to roll it without it.
Well, just to get in the access tunnel, because the access tunnel will take you there. You're not going to be around anybody, so you're just rolling to get into the tunnel.
Okay,
So you'd be fine.
so I do get past without a trace.
Yes.
All right, and I need a D10.
Oh, you just get a plus 10.
Oh, it's just plus 10, straight plus 10. Okay,
It's very good.
that is very good. Yeah, so that would be plus 10, modified 20 with a garbage roll. So
I'm going to sit down here while we do this. Okay, so everybody gets a have a D6 ready.
oh boy, okay.
Two.
Choice card.
Oh, you full on made like a card game. Oh no.
I should have gambled before I came under here.
So you're going to have player choice and your number choice. The way it works is every round, I'm going to shuffle the cards and deal out the abilities available to you. They're going to be right here with a number. And so each round, you're going to pick what number of trap or what number of ability you're using and the player that you're playing it on. And then we'll do a move phase.
And then we also have everybody gets trap cards. These are target cards. Where are the trap cards?
Good job, everybody. I'm not making a "you've activated my trap card" joke. Really, really proud.
You just made that joke.
No, I win.
So you have a set of trap cards. Those are the only trap cards you get. So once you use one, it's gone. And there's going to be 3 rounds. So each round you get to pick your trap card. And like I said, at any point, I've got this thing right here, trap card 1, 2, 3, and 4. The first person to say, I'm playing my trap card, goes in trap card slot 1. Nobody knows what it is, but you. I mean, you guys are allowed to talk amongst yourself, but assuming you don't want the king mech to know what trap is what, which is who I'll be controlling.
Which one's the king mech?
The king mech.
Yes.
The one with the plasma shield on his arm, and the scythe. And the face from the hound. I made his head and body into a mech. That's essentially what I did, is I took my hound design, scaled it up, and chopped him up, and put magnets in him.
You sick fuck.
Question.
I love it.
Is my wrist thingy doing anything?
No. I was trying to remember if. So if you want to, so these all stomp out. And you guys have made it back to the stands. If you want to make an intelligence check, you could do that too.
Okay.
I've made this a little extra fun. I have put my trap cards face down.
18.
They're
Very
shuffled
very
them
well.
around.
They're good cards and bad cards, but I get what'd you get?
18.
And 13.
So you would recognize that although these aren't Empire mechs, from what you've seen since you've gotten there, there's little pieces of Empire tech like everywhere. That, I mean, it's badly damaged, rusted, this and that. You can tell it's just been scavenged, and there's actually little pieces of Empire tech that dots this. In fact, the controller you're holding looks like it's very steampunk-esque with like the wires, the coils, and the copper and stuff sticking out of it. But you can tell there's electronic components to this that the gnomes and the dwarves should not have. So the fact that these are remote controlled is weird, because they don't ever have remote controlled mechs in the gnomes and the dwarven area. So it's kind of strange that they have such a public event, but from what you gather, everybody thinks there's somebody inside these mechs.
Okay. And just knowing history, they should not have this stuff yet.
No, they shouldn't. And in fact, that goes everything against the Empire's basically treaty thing of no tech ever goes to the dwarves or the gnomes.
Well, we seem to have some violations of the what's the Star Trek word? The Alpha Protocol or
Temporal Prime Directive.
Temporal Prime Directive. That's it. Temporal Prime
All right.
Directive.
So
Rule number
Yeah.
1: don't violate that.
We saw him dragging a whole bunch
Unless
of
it's useful for the plot, we're
All
not
right.
supposed to violate that.
So the way it works is we're gonna do each round, everybody's gonna pick your card, your ability card, and that's gonna resolve, and then you're gonna roll a d6 for your movement. If you land on a sandbar, you get to come out of the sand a little bit. If you land in a sinkhole, you're gonna go down. And if you ever get fully enveloped in the sand, then your mech it ends up in the Sarlacc's mouth.
Oh.
So you don't want that to happen. And if you, like I said, if you land on the sandbar, you get to move back up. So you've got a slap, which you move to, and the target rotates d4 clockwise. So the target's target. So if I slap you, and you're pointing at me, you roll a d4, and it'll move. So you could potentially hit yourself. So they're basically slapping you and making you spin, and you don't know who you're going to hit. Hook shot, you get to move to the same spot as the target. Charge up, roll 1 additional movement dice this turn. So you get to roll 2d6, but you don't do anything to anybody else. EMP, you move 1, and the target's card is canceled. So these are very mild cards. They don't really do much to people. Okay, so we'll do the first round.
Can we bet on this before the race?
Oh yeah. So
Yeah, we also-
So here's the way it works.
Are we gonna?
If you bet on whoever you bet on the first round, whatever you bet, if they win, you get that times 4 back. After the first lap, you get to make a second bet. If that person wins, you get 3 times. After that, if you bet on somebody and they win, it gets 2 times. It doesn't stack. So you'd have to choose to bet on somebody different.
Can you bet against someone?
Like that they don't win?
Yeah.
Can we just decide?
If you want to ask around, I'm sure you could, like, so these are the official bettings, but I'm sure
Yeah.
you could find like a betting shark that would probably would be willing to do this kind of odds, but you need to make a persuasion check to ask around.
I'd like to put 600 gold.
I'll try
on
a
the
persuasion
king
check. Why
to
not?
lose.
Okay, so that's going to be a 27.
So you're asking around, they point you to somebody, and he's like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
I would like to lay a wager against the King's Met.
So you're saying he's gonna lose
Lose the whole race.
the whole race every round?
Not every round. Just he's going to lose this race.
How many rounds do you think he's gonna lose?
How many rounds are in the race?
3.
3.
You cross the finish line.
I'm going to say 2.
That's what I would have said too.
Okay, so at least 2.
That's a good one.
Or exactly 2. Depends on how much you're going to get from this. Do you want to make it an exact or an at least?
I'm going to say at least.
Okay.
Meh.
So,
Meh.
meh.
That's all I'm hearing is, yeah, my bookie, see?
And he
Meh.
loses the whole race. How much you want to bet on this?
How much do I have? I've actually got quite a lot, so 200 gold.
Fucking humble brag.
All right.
Fuck.
You win this bet, and I'll give you 400 gold.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right.
Go big or go home.
How much are you? So how much are you betting? Are you going to bet any on an actual mech to win?
On just one to win? I would do a much smaller bet for that, but
Look at how many legs 3 has. He's great.
that's a lot harder. I'll do a...
Which you'll get to do it again after each round, but this is the big one. So if you just want to throw, whatever.
I'm going to put 25 gold on 2. I'm going to bet on myself, man.
25, 2. All right, Omal.
I would put 30 on 3.
30 on 3. Fiction.
And I will put 50 gold on number 1.
Gonna point out we could have worked together and only bet on the mech we want to make win, but no, we're gonna fight.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping you guys have some talking, because what's funny is you could also, if you don't want to make this public, you don't have to, like, if you don't want to let anybody else know, because I was hoping that one of you would go rogue and like vote on the king and just make everybody else lose, because I think that would be pretty funny.
If anybody
Tim was
was
here,
Okay,
Yeah, that's
so
a total delay.
all right, so everybody, so get yourself a D6.
D6 acquired.
Pick out who you're going to cast the thing on and what you're going to cast. So your player choice and your number choice.
Okay.
Card choice, player. All right, I've got mine. Whenever you guys are ready.
Okay, so this is what...
Man,
I
those
don't
cards are
understand
fun.
how the...
So
One of
each of these
those.
has a number. So that's
Okay.
your card choice, and then these have a flag with a player choice.
so
Okay.
we've
So if
already
you want to
I
cast
gotcha.
slap on number 2, you would pick 1 for your card choice and 2 for your player choice.
Okay. Gotcha.
And I don't remember what number, so that's up to you guys to remember.
Okay.
All right.
And we only have access to the ones that are on the board right now, and they go away and get cycled.
Each turn,
Oh, okay.
I'm going to shuffle them up and deal 4 new ones.
Okay.
All right. So...
Well, I'll probably do like I was kind of wishing I'm going to remove 4 and slide them all down and put a new card out.
Okay.
All right. So I've got my...
Everybody got yours?
all in my head.
Yeah.
Am I
You're
supposed to...
supposed to pick the cards.
Oh, okay. Cause,
So that way there's no discrepancy of, oh,
Gotcha.
he did that to me, so now I'm going to do that back to him.
Well, I just don't want anyone to see, and then...
Right, that's why I picked them up like this.
Gotcha.
And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, go, and we'll set them down.
All right. So I'll do this
What is it?
and make my selections under the table.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so
There we go.
whoops.
One that I wanted.
Hmm?
All right. Everybody ready?
Mm-hmm.
So 1, 2, 3, go. And we're gonna start with player 1 is gonna be the first one to go off. So just as and then the next round will be 2, and then 3, and then 4, and we'll keep going. So whoever's won, play your cards.
That's me.
So what did you do? Player choice of 1, and you can't use the traps. Use the card choice, which are these.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So I'm gonna use.
And at any point, you can declare I'm playing a trap card. At any point.
All right. Well, I'm gonna use card number. Player one's gonna use card number 4.
So player 1 is gonna get EMP'd. So what number are you?
Number 1.
You're gonna EMP yourself.
It's all part of the plan.
Wait,
You're
what are you doing?
canceling
Oh,
your
hang
own
on.
choice.
I'm
That's
trying.
Which
I'm
would you
trying
that's like basically saying you're doing nothing.
You'd move 1 and then it would go off and it would cancel
just trying to.
nothing. So I mean
Okay,
that's
so
fine.
what
You get to move one.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to use number 1. Then I'm gonna slap, move 2 targets.
And who are you slapping?
I'm going to slap number 4.
Number 4. So right out the gate, everybody's
Slapping
like,
the king.
and they're off! And you see number 1 just start spinning in a circle and just smacks the king mech in the face. And so when it gets, so I'm gonna get my D4, and I'll roll that on my turn. Okay, so smack, and you see his head just spin in a circle, Zzz, and so you're gonna get to move 2. So you're on the sandbar, so you're good. And then number 2.
Okay. Number 2. So I'm playing number 4 on number 4.
EMP.
Yeah.
Cool, so he doesn't even matter. So you get to move 1.
Okay, and then I roll
My
my
cards-
D6. Is that
My
right?
card's canceled at the end of the round.
Oh, okay.
So then 3. Play your cards.
I'm playing number 3 on number 3.
Charge.
Yep.
Okay, so
charging
charge
me.
up. And then number 4 is canceled, so it doesn't matter. So now everybody roll a D6.
Ooh, nice.
Oh,
What'd you get?
1.
I got 4.
1. Except I charged. Do I roll another one of those?
Let's see, you moved 1,
So
so
is
you
it 1,
yes, you
2,
land right here.
yeah.
You roll 2 D6.
I roll 2 d6. Okay,
Uh-huh.
so 1. Oh, so 7 total.
6, 7, sink. So you lose your legs. So you're partially in the sand now.
Oh no.
I was super excited whenever I saw that their legs came off like that, and then their torso and their head, and I was like, they can sink in this.
I have an important question.
Yes.
Do I get to use a trap card of my own on myself?
A trap card is so if you play it right now.
Oh, I would have to play it over there. Okay.
You would play it right here, and the first person to cross it would get hit by that trap. So if you play your
Okay.
good trap because you're way out ahead in front of everybody, then you could,
You can
potentially
walk over
get
your
it.
own trap.
That's a gamble trap. That's what it is.
Yeah. So all right.
Really
so
far ahead.
yeah. So at any point you guys can say I'm doing a trap card. I rolled a number to see at what round the king's mech is gonna play his trap card. So you guys don't know when he's gonna play his. All right. So number 2 is gonna start. We're gonna lose the EMP, and we're gonna gain caper toss.
Love it.
You move back.
I'm guessing
1.
1.
Yeah, for some reason I got cut off. You move back 1, but the target moves back 5.
Swing him like a fucking caber.
So you're going, whoa, whoa, and you kind of take a step as you toss them. So you're moving 1, and they're moving 5. And it has to be somebody within 2 of you. Within 2 spots. So we're going to kick this off with number 2 gets to go first.
Okay, so
I'm going to pick... choice number...
Snap at the king. Just snap at the king.
Slap at a king. Slap at a king. Just slap.
Okay, so this is
How can she slap?
started.
You remember
Choice
that?
card.
all right, so I move
How
1.
can she slap?
What are you doing?
I'm doing.
Everybody pick your thing.
I picked charge up on myself,
Uh-huh.
so I get an additional movement dice unless I get EMP. And do I move 1?
So you're doing EM or charge up.
Yeah.
Roll 1 additional movement. So on your movement turn, you roll 2d6.
Okay.
So you're doing the charge up.
Yeah.
Amal.
I'm charging up me as well.
Jeez.
So
Quick question.
Which comes back around to me. I'm doing
Has
hook shot.
did Amal play that trap card?
no.
So
No.
the king is doing hook shot. and he's targeting Omal. So he is going to go
Oh, he's already gone. Okay.
He's in the
right to
sand.
here.
Because I was going to grab a hold of him and caber toss him back 5, and he was going to cross the finish line and hit Omal's trap.
That's interesting. But so okay. So now Omal, you're no wait number
It's me.
1. So
It's
yeah.
me.
So
So I am going to use hook shot, and I'm going to hit the king with it. So we're all going to be.
did you just
on.
now decide that?
Huh?
Did you just now decide what you're playing?
Yeah.
You're supposed to figure that out before we play our cards. So if he potentially gets tossed back and you've targeted him as hook shot, you could potentially shoot
Get
backwards.
tossed back. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
that's fine. But next round, make sure everybody has theirs before we do this. That's the whole point of it. All right, so you're
Random.
number 1, so you're hook shotting up to there. So now everybody rolls their d6. Travis gets to roll 2d6, and Omal gets.
That's another one.
That's terrible. I
What'd you
moved
get?
3.
It's another
3?
number 1.
2d6.
I moved 7.
Wait.
Yeah,
You moved 1. How
I
much?
moved 1.
You moved 7.
I managed to land right in the sinkhole.
Would you roll 3?
3.
So you lose your bottom as well.
Did I go down again, or am I good?
You're good.
I'm very sunk, but I'm very fast.
All right.
All right, so
And
now,
I'm going. Can I play my trap now?
yeah, if that's what you want,
Oh no!
play it face down on the trap on the trap 1 card.
Okay.
We're gonna
Oh,
lose.
no.
Charge up.
So where do I decide where the trap appears?
No, it
Finish
goes
line.
finish
It goes
line.
to the finish line.
So more than likely,
Never
Omal's
mind.
going to get this trap card. Oil
Never
slick.
mind. Sorry, I thought we could
All
place it
mechs
wherever.
behind you get
I'm not
pushed
doing that.
2. So that would be a good one for you to play. And you're going first. So everybody decide what you're playing.
Okay. Our traps, I assume they're one use. That if we play a trap, it's gone, right? Like we use it once.
When you play that trap, it goes here, and once it activates, you don't get it back.
Okay, that's fine. Because I have a bold plan.
Okay. Everybody got your cards?
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1, 2, 3, go.
Okay, I'm not really sure how we're supposed to play the one I'm going to play.
If you're doing oil slick, it doesn't matter. You
Okay,
just pick
that's
an
what I
arbitrary
thought.
number.
Okay, so since I'm going first, I want to use my launch pad trap on the finish line.
You don't tell me what you're playing.
Oh, well, how do I do it then?
You just put it down.
doesn't matter. I'm
Place
going.
it face down.
Oh, okay, well, sorry. Well, I'm hitting it either
We're
way.
learning. We're learning.
Yeah, sorry. There's a lot of rules.
Yes.
Okay, I'm using oil slick, which
Okay, so everybody's going to go back to.
Everyone goes back to. Get over there.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. Your
Well,
legs
it's at
back.
the end of the round is what it matters. So you're not going to
And-
gain your thing until wherever you land on.
And I'm schmoovin'.
All right. So then the king goes next.
Yep.
He played oil slick as well.
That's okay.
The cluster.
Oh, you guys are going to be pissed.
What'd you play?
Oil slick.
Oil slick. So.
Why? I was the only one behind you.
Jeez.
I was trying to fuck with you. You made me stink.
Wait, hold on. Do I have to move now?
So now.
It's all right.
No.
It's actually all good.
So now we're all going to roll a d6.
3, finally. It wasn't a 1.
Oh, you lost your legs too.
Damn it.
Do I get to use my power?
What was your power?
I was doing hook shot.
Oh yeah.
So, I
you're
was
number
aiming at
2?
the king's mech, so.
Wow.
And then I rolled a 5.
Turntables.
How the
Jeez.
turntable.
Oh
Wait. So
no! I get to move. Wait, hold
What'd
on.
you roll?
I
We're
rolled
gonna
a 5 movement.
5. So you're gonna cross first because all the movement happens at the same time.
Okay.
So it would be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're gonna go down to your head.
Well, not yet. There's a trap card.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
There's a trap card.
That was brilliant.
5. What'd you roll? Wait.
3. And then I lost my legs.
Lieutenant Dan.
I know. It was in my head and you said it.
Wait, no. 3 put you there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody's moved now. Your trap card.
Was catapult.
It should hit.
Nobody else played another trap card. Launch pad trap. Roll a d10. On a 1 to 5, you go back d6. On a 6 to 10, you go forward d6.
6.
So roll a d6.
6.
Jeez.
Nice.
Is that a sandbar or a
That's a sandbar. So you go.
I got legs!
Where your?
They're the 4.
Yeah, he's the spider guy. Spider
Oh
boy.
yeah.
I am a fast boy.
Jeez. Oh yeah, I get my legs back too, don't I? I land on the sandbar. Yes.
All right. So round 1 complete. So you guys are out of it.
Oh, and I bet on me for round 1.
So we've got first place, second place. So round 2, or so this next round.
I'll play a trap card now.
Okay. Which is lucky because you're already past it, so it doesn't matter. The king's gonna play his trap card. I'm just gonna shuffle him up. All right, so
Can
We're gonna-
I go ahead and play one?
if you want to play a trap card, I think it's a little too late because there's only 2 of us left and 2 trap cards have been played.
You're right.
So you can save it. All right, so this
No real
goes
need.
up. All right, so we're gonna
Probably
lose
wasted, I think.
hook shot.
It's okay.
This is gonna slide down, and we've got magnet. Move 1 closer to target, and target moves 2 closer to you.
I'm gonna.
So at this point, this is the 4th round, so I'm going first.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and pick. You got your cards picked?
Yep.
So card choice, oil slick. I'm gonna push you back 2, and I'm gonna. And that's it. What are you doing?
Okay, I'm going to pick magnet.
On yourself?
Or sorry, it would be your player. So
Yeah. So I'm gonna move back 2, and you're gonna move forward 1.
Yep.
So now roll your d6.
Oh no!
God damn it.
You're down to a head.
You guys remember the ninja song from years ago? Tiny little ninjas in giant ninja suit. Well, 25 feet tall.
Okay. So.
It was only half that
So
big,
next
one has
round,
no head.
we'll pick the same cards because they're right there. So pick whatever you want to do. I don't think it really matters.
I don't think so either.
I've got mine.
I guess oils. Like,
There's nobody behind you.
oh, there's you. Yeah. Do I have to pick a card or can I just roll?
You can just roll.
Yeah. 1.
So you go 1 forward.
I have only rolled one thing above
So
a 1.
the next trap card, ice trap. Target loses their movement phase next round. So he's not going to be able to move next time. You will eventually go across it. Wow. So you're going to go roll a d10. So your d6 actually will come into play this next round.
Mine will.
Your
9.
launch pad, because that's for the start of the new round.
9.
So here's what we got. So you get to roll a d6 as well for your start. So first place was
Omal.
Number
5. I was
You
way
alright?
out there.
That hurt.
I
So-
almost lapped the king.
3. So that means Omal, you've won 120 gold so far.
Woo!
And we're gonna start the next round. So everybody's back here, and Omal and Vixen get to roll an extra d6. And go ahead.
Cool.
Okay. 4.
So 2d6?
Yeah. No, 1d6.
1d6.
Okay, well, what's that say?
5.
5.
What'd you get?
4. Did I lose my legs?
Yep. And you rolled a what?
5.
So you're right there. All right. So now everybody can make a bet. Who? All right. Tev.
Okay. I see how this is going. I'll put let's see.
Oh no! Wait! You didn't win 120 gold. This is for who you think's going to win overall. So it's not per round. Who you think is going to win overall?
I'm still betting me.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna put 15 down on number 3.
15 on number 3.
Yeah.
Okay, Omal.
At this point, it looks like
I
it's
want to
ready.
put 20 on me. So 3.
20 on 3. Vix.
I'm gonna put 20 on 3.
Oh, wow, you're all going to be so disappointed when this doesn't work.
So
You're the only one that seems like you're.
So we're starting off with you get to go first again. So pick your who you're doing.
All right, so
Card choice. Player choice.
Hold on. What do we got here? So we've got caber, slap, oil, magnet.
I'm gonna use. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and play a trap card too.
There we go.
All right, so we're kicking off. Everybody's got your thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So number 2 gets. It doesn't matter. Oil slick. Everybody behind you moves back to you.
Trap too.
Okay.
Okay.
Did that activate our traps moving backwards over the finish line, or were we standing on
when
it?
they cross it, it'll
Gotcha.
go. It'll activate it. Interesting. Okay. Oil slick.
Yep.
Okay.
Can we play traps whenever we want?
So now it's my turn. I did caper toss number 3. So I'm gonna move back 1, but you're gonna move back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Huh.
Okay.
Oh, you can. I thought that was like if we were right beside someone. Interesting.
Basically, have like hook shot hands.
Oh.
So
We gotta wait for our turn to
do
play
I
our
get to
trap
go?
card.
what number are you?
2.
Yeah, you should have gone.
You didn't let me do. I picked. I slapped the king.
You slapped the king.
Yeah.
Slap of the king.
So D4.
Interesting. So you
I
would
moved-
not have gotten caper tossed. Where were you? You were right there. So the king had you picked. So I'm gonna roll a d4, and it's gonna go clockwise. 1, 2, 3. Yourself. So I'm still back to you. So you still got caper tossed. Where were?
So I move forward 2, right? Because that's what slap is. Move 2.
Where are you? Slap. Yeah. So you move forward 2. There we go.
Okay.
All right. So now we're gonna roll. I don't get to move.
Oh boy.
6.
So we're gonna start with you.
4.
You're
I'm
so
worried about the
lucky.
king's
Okay, so I forgot to tell you, you can give up your movement phase to regain to push yourself out of the sand. Just as an FYI. So if you wanted to do that too, you could do
okay.
that.
I can. Okay, so next time.
Yeah. So now
So
we'll
once
go
you go
to
under,
you.
you're out, right?
6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Your trap card. Your next card. Target card is shifted D4 clockwise to a new target.
Okay.
Omal.
I rolled a 6.
6. Launch pad.
Oh!
Roll a D10.
1,
I didn't know who was going to get that, so I.
Roll a D6.
3.
Womp.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
All right.
I didn't know if I was going to
and
get
I lost-
that.
all right.
That's what I was
So
thinking,
now,
so-
so now
Okay.
your
Maybe
card
you're
gets
the
to go
king.
first. We're gonna lose slap,
Okay, so I got to pick a.
and we're gonna gain adrenaline rush. Move 2 for each mech in front of you.
Hmm.
So we're gonna start with
Uh,
Travis.
gotta make my choice here. Ooh, yes. Yeah, I'm going to do this. This seems. Alright. I've made my choices.
Everyone made their choices.
Oops.
Nope, I forgot what I was doing.
So make your choices. Eat an egg, you'll feel better.
All right. Play your card.
Alright, so I tried to do oil slick on myself. So we'll see.
It doesn't
It
matter
rotates D4.
because oil slick goes on everybody behind you.
Yeah,
There's
but,
no technical target.
but doesn't. Okay, so that doesn't like emanate from whoever else I pick?
No.
Oh, okay, so it just
It's
goes off
from
for
you.
me anyway.
Yeah, because there's certain cards that don't really have a target, but you don't want them to know that that's what you're picking.
Okay, I gotcha.
So you would just pick an arbitrary player.
So I did move Omal and then the King's back to them. The King has moved
there's no
backwards
other
the
trap
entire
cards
race.
played. So I played a trap card. Who played the other trap card?
I have one to play yet.
Okay, so but who played the other one?
I played Launchpad.
Okay,
Earlier.
so Omal and Vixen still have a trap card to play.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm gonna play. Can I play one now?
yeah. Omal's probably gonna be the one to get it. All right, so yours went off. Omal, what are you doing?
I'm doing one on me, so adrenaline rush on me.
Okay. So
Good
you're right
choice.
here. You have 2 in front of you, so you're gonna move 4. Okay, and then the king played Adrenaline Rush, so he's gonna move 6. So you're gonna get Ice Trap, so you just lost your movement phase.
Thanks, Seth.
All right, so now we're gonna roll for movement, and like I said, you can give up your movement to
And
come
am
out.
I allowed to play a trap?
So I went ahead and played my player choice card.
I got 4.
Will that take place as soon as my
And I don't have
turn
movement.
comes around?
What was your?
I went with Adrenaline Rush. It was just you.
Oh,
and
what?
Caleb in
I
front
keep
of me.
missing people. So
It's all right. This is new.
there was nobody in front of you.
There was.
The king was.
No, you're in
behind
the
you.
lead, dude.
Yeah, you're in the lead by.
It's for the lap, not on the clock.
Oh.
You're leading the lap.
Okay.
Do you want to change your?
Yeah, I do. I'm gonna. Well, there's not really much I can do.
Well, so we'll say he was in front of you. So if that's what you wanted to do, in your eyes, your head's barely sticking above the sand, so you just see a mech and you're gonna go after him.
Yeah.
All
Okay.
right, so everybody roll a d6.
Yeah,
Except
I rolled
for me.
4.
That's for you. So you would start.
That's 3.
You lost yours. What'd you roll?
3.
Wait, I would go first. So I would hit this. Ice Trap. So my next movement phase is gone. You rolled a 3. Oh, good. I was like, wow, my goodness. So you gained your chest back.
Okay. I was kind of gambling with that.
risky.
I was playing a gamble with that. I was like,
All right,
I think
so
I'm gonna
now
hit that sandbar.
Caper Toss goes away, and we get Cyclone Grab. You and target swap places. Omal gets to go first.
This is
This is where it gets tricky because you don't know where anybody's gonna be.
This is
But he's gonna be
absolute
the first
chaos.
person to go, so whatever he does is going to happen. I've got mine.
And let's see, I go third. Oh, this is.
You go last
I go last.
because he starts, and then it's gonna go me, Seth, you. Got yours picked?
Okay.
This one's interesting. Everybody has to have their thing picked.
All right. Yeah.
All right,
I'm cyclone grabbing Seth.
that's what I figured.
Bye, Seth. You're all
Bye.
betting on me. This is important.
So you're right there. The kings go off. I cyclone grabbed Omal,
Yes.
knowing that that's what you would do.
Yep, I figured.
Yes.
I think so. Now we go to Seth. What do you do?
So I went with. Oh, I hit the wrong one. Player choice was actually supposed to be 3.
Oh,
Disappoint me, Travis.
3.
Yep.
So you're now back there.
I cyclone grab the king mech.
Yes.
Hey, the king's now in second place. He was in dead last.
I just got to roll a 3 or better.
All right. So everybody but the king roll movement.
2. No.
3.
4.
So you would have technically started 4.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3, 4, and then the kings would go. He got 1.
Oh, is he down to a head?
No, that's sandbar. So
Oh.
he actually gets his legs back. And then Seth, what'd you get? Oh no, wait, he didn't get to move. That's
I
why
got a
didn't
3.
roll. You got a 3. Back down to your head. All right, so we're gonna lose Oil Slick, and we're gonna gain Slingshot. Move 2, target moves 1. So you're doing the Slingshot effect, where they're helping you move, but in the process they get to move 1. And the king gets to go first.
Okay.
So I'm going to pick. What am I doing here? This is interesting. I don't know what you guys are going to do to me. But I'm going first. So I don't think it really matters. I'm just going to get. I'm just going to make it interesting. Yeah, I've got mine picked.
This is
I
scary.
already did it, but
All right.
I
I'm
probably
scared.
made the wrong choice.
I probably did too.
Everybody ready?
Yep.
So I'm going to lead off, and then it's going to go Seth, Travis, and then Caleb. So I'm doing Adrenaline Rush. I'm going to move forward too.
And
Interesting.
I'm going to use Cyclone Grab on the king.
Ah, piss.
Okay. Travis?
Travis, I did slingshot on myself. I can't actually do that. I picked the wrong. Sorry, I
Roll a d4.
roll a d4. Okay. 2. That's myself.
Roll a d4.
2. 1. There we
Okay.
go.
So Seth is going to move forward 1.
Oh no.
Killed me.
No, you still get to move, so there's no more. So you crossed finish line first. Unless you get pulled back, which doesn't really matter. So this round's over. So it doesn't matter. You crossed the finish line, and there's no trap cards to stop you. So you got first because I realized it doesn't matter who gets second, third, and fourth. So we're gonna reset everybody.
Hey, the king lost 2 rounds.
He did.
Yeah. So that's.
Does that mean he has to win this round? No, you just betted that he would lose 2 rounds.
So
I-
2. All right. So we're gonna start it off with Seth again.
Okay.
We're going to lose Magnet and gain Spinning Fists. All mechs within 2 are pushed back 2.
Ooh.
Except yourself.
Yeah,
So
so
who
anyway,
goes first now?
it's me, and I'm going to do that.
Oh, wait, we gotta all pick our
Seth,
things.
I just
Yeah.
said it.
Be quiet, son.
I can't. It's my biggest weakness.
I'm gonna go with that because it's gonna be fun. All right, I've got mine, and I'm gonna play a trap card.
Oh wait.
I don't know why I played mine face up.
Oh,
Same reason I did.
So, Seth, what do you
Yeah, I'll
got?
play trap 2.
Woo!
I went.
went too far forward.
I went with card choice, although player
Spin and
choice.
fist doesn't matter. Spin and fist. So everybody gets moved back 2, but you.
That's fun.
This is going to be interesting to say
Okay.
the least.
I have a
All
feeling we
those
all did.
traps.
I did spinning fists. To sow chaos.
Omal?
I did adrenaline rush on me.
Oh.
Adrenaline rush. So you're 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then I did adrenaline rush. So I get to go move forward 6. 6. So
Well,
I
that
get
backfired.
ice trap. So I lose my movement phase. Okay. So next round we lose adrenaline rush.
But we get our movement phase now, right?
Oh yeah. Let's I'll do that.
I roll 2, so I land in the sandbar.
I did
Down to
4,
my head. That stinks.
so I'm
Well, this-
going to hit my trap.
I rolled 4 and I hit the
You
trap
rolled
first.
a 2. Wait, what'd you roll?
4.
4. You're 1. And you rolled a what?
A 4.
4. So you're gonna cross 4. Go down to your...
Oh no.
Oh no. What's
Well, let's see if you move first. Pulse trap. All mechs within 1 space lose their next movement phase.
Oh good. I can't
Which
pull
is
myself out.
you.
You deserve it.
Yeah, I probably do.
Okay.
Oh, I know what I'm doing now.
You were mean to me.
Everybody else has moved. 1. Did you move? What'd you roll?
I rolled a 4, but I just realized I should have used my fucking movement phase.
Static trap. Your next target card is shifted D4 clockwise to a new target. So you'll keep that. Alright. So now we start with
Seth gets his body back now, right?
Sandbar. That's true, and so does the king. He gets his legs back.
I wish we would have been able to make the king get eaten.
Alright, so we'll start off with Travis. Oh, I need a new card here. Leap. Move forward 1 and ignore 1 card effect. So if 3 people target you, the first person that targets you, you ignore.
Okay.
But if you're last, it doesn't matter because it's all taking place. So I'm going to... That's gone.
I've got a strict injury.
I haven't played that yet. Card choice. Gotcha. Alright, I've got mine picked out. Travis?
So I did Cyclone Grab on the king.
You're
I'm the head. And I don't have a movement phase, so I get my body if I stay there.
Yeah. Amal?
I used... Let's see. I used... What's card choice? Leap on me.
Leap. So you're going to move forward 1, and you ignore a card that's played on you.
And I don't have a movement phase.
I'm gonna piss
So
off
that's
Travis.
my turn. I did Cyclone Grab
Well, your
with
shifts,
Omal's mech.
So it might miss me.
So as you see Omal's mech go, boing, and you see his head kind of barely come out of the sand a little, the hook shot was aimed right where his head was, and it just hits the sand, and he ignores it. The king was going to shoot to first place. All right, you're up.
Mind games.
I used spinning fists.
But you're
Spinning
Oh yeah,
fists.
that doesn't matter.
So
'cause
1, 2. Within
And-
2. 1, 2.
doesn't that move me back too? You might have just killed me.
Wait. You're number 1. So
It was the king I was after.
Did you just kill Travis?
you lost your movement.
Yeah, I don't have movement, so I'm
Oh
dead.
I was after the king.
All
And then
right.
you used Cyclone Grab.
So
You go third.
As-
Actually last.
as you see Vixian's mech start spinning in the sand, a sand cloud picks up, and you see the whole crowd just, lean forward and grip the bottom of their seats, and you see a head just go spiraling back as it sinks into the sand, and you hear everybody go, and then you hear the Sarlacc go, and just start crushing this mech to pieces.
Rest
Can I
in
play a
peace,
trap
Rolly
still?
boy. As he was
Yeah,
leaving.
you're still alive.
Trap.
Okay, so
your
everybody
fault.
goes, no, and you see a few people throw down their tickets that bet on number 2, but everybody else is screaming, yeah. All right, so
Refreshed number 2.
so next round we start with Omal. We're gonna lose Cyclone Grab and gain Hook Shot because I shuffled them. Move to same space as target. So-
that would be
Do. All right, I've got mine picked. All right, so Amal, you ready? Play them out.
I'm using leap on me.
Yeah. So you're going to go forward 1 and ignore any card played on you.
And then I was going to use...
So now it's my turn.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm going to play Hook Shot on
Me.
you. So I'm going to jump to your spot.
So
Does
that's
that
figuring
activate the
it out.
trap or does that ignore it?
Yeah, he's still going across it. Pulse trap. All mechs within one space lose their next movement phase. So you've lost your movement phase.
Haven't you as well?
No, because I'm the one that it's a good one.
Okay.
It kind of radiates out from you.
Oh, well then
I misunderstood that.
I
one.
misunderstood that because I thought that was it hitting you.
Did you not take your movement? On.
I'm eliminated. Remember?
Yeah. Did that cause you to?
I was playing that because I thought that would take away your movement when you cross
Oh, okay. Well,
the finish line. Because that's just what the way the card reads. It made it sound like that. Like anyone that were within one of the finish line, I thought when that went off would lose their movement.
yeah.
Yeah, it says all max.
Yeah, okay. I'll say that. So he's lost his movement then, too. All right.
Now you can play a day.
Which, no, so you wouldn't lose your movement phase because it's when he crosses the finish line. So he would lose his, but you wouldn't lose yours.
Okay.
All right, so now I went. Wait, you went. I went. Now it's your turn.
So what I was going to do was use.
What? Why don't you have your cards ready?
I've
supposed to play
been
them.
thinking. Well,
That's not how this works,
That's not,
though.
yeah.
well, I was on 3 then. I was going to use 3 and knock you back over the finish line.
What? Which card?
Oh,
Just
sorry.
spinning.
Card choice
spinning-
was 3 spinning fists.
How this
three.
game works, Seth, you choose before everything happens, so it's chaos.
Well, he's number 3, which doesn't matter. So it's everybody within 2 of you because you did spinning fist. So I'm going to go back across the finish line, and I've lost my movement. So I'm going to sink down. All right. So now we're all going to roll d6s, but me. So you guys roll.
I'm actually using my movement to regain legs.
Yeah, you go back.
Regain
full
torso.
body. Well, he's on the sandbar too,
Oh.
though.
Well, yeah, that's true. Holy shit.
Because if you roll, then you're going to move away from it.
There was a solid chance I was dying if I rolled.
Yep.
So.
All right. So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 4.
Hey, you get your legs back too. We got 2 full mechs at a race, and everybody's going, it's a neck and neck race here. All right, so we're gonna lose slingshot.
Okay.
And,
so now I need to go ahead
caper
and
toss.
pick out what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the idea.
So I have a very legitimate question.
Yes.
Technically speaking here, let's say that I did something stupid and hookshotted the king. I'd be going backwards, not forwards to get to him.
Correct.
Okay. That's what I figured, so.
All right. So I get to go first, right? Because you went first last time. So I'm gonna go first. You're gonna go second, and Amal's gonna go third. So I'm going to do. You got yours picked out?
Yes, I'm
Hook
using.
shot on Seth because I forgot I was going first. So I'm standing right next to you guys. All right. So Amal. No, wait, Seth. Yours. Player choice 4, which is me.
I don't do anything because I used hook shot on you.
You would have moved backwards had I not. All right. So Amal.
I'm leaping.
So you're gonna move forward 1, and ignoring any card that's shot at you, but nobody's shooting at you anyway. So all right. So now we're by roller d6.
Okay.
By the time I get the hang of this,
This is
we
the
go.
last round. All right. Seth.
I moved 2.
Oh, you lost your legs.
I also moved too.
It'd be that way.
Okay, so man, it's gonna be neck and neck here, and we gain oil slick, and you'll be going first, and I'm
Okay.
going last.
Focus.
I'm going to. There's not. Yeah. I know what he's gonna play. Okay, you're up.
Yep. So I'm going to.
Card choice.
card
You're doing
choice.
oil slick, so everybody behind you is going back 2. There's nobody behind you. Okay.
Well,
so,
I actually put the wrong thing. I meant leap, so I should have. No, I did. I meant player choice, right? Or would that be card choice?
Card
choice on me, so I
So
meant
you're
to
gonna
be
leap
player
forward
choice 1.
The
I didn't even have
And
a
you're
player
gonna
choice
ignore-
card up there.
something that gets shot at you. All right, so Amal,
You know what I'm doing.
Leaving.
And no, I'm caber tossing the king.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no!
what I thought.
So you're gonna move back 1, and I'm gonna move back 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, jeez. And I did not expect you to play leap, because I targeted you with hook shot. I should have targeted you instead, but you've been playing leap like every round, so I don't do anything. All right, so everybody roll a d6.
Games.
Nice. 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get your legs back. You might finish the game
Oh,
in
wow.
style. What'd you roll?
4.
Yeah, me acting retarded and not understanding everything this whole time. All part of the
I
plan.
rolled a 4. All right, so we lose leap, and we gain slap.
How can she slap?
All right.
I'll never forget that. He decked that lady. Like,
All right, and Omal, you get to pick your card first, or your
Okay.
card gets to be played first.
Okay. And we lost my trick. Ooh, this is difficult.
I got mine picked.
Let me.
I go second. Seth, you're going last. So just remember that. Which you're in first place. So
yeah.
so
Yeah, I know.
I know what I would do.
But you're dead.
I'm dead. Yeah, I can't do it.
Omal,
But I know what I
you
would
got your
do.
cards picked.
I got
You
him.
got yours picked.
It's not going to work out, but
All
I
right.
got him.
I think that's right.
I'm
Players.
hook shotting, Seth.
Who are you hook shotting?
Seth.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I
I am
figured.
hook shotting you.
I figured.
So I'm gonna come up here.
Okay,
What are you doing,
Seth.
Seth?
Well, it fucking doesn't work now.
See, I
There's
would've
oil
worked out
slicking
so.
everybody behind me.
Yep. Nobody gets.
I
hit
was
by
really
oil.
hoping you'd spin and
So it comes down to a neck and neck race. All three of us are sitting right here. So it all comes up to the d6.
Good time to play a
Whoever
card.
gets the highest roll wins. What'd you get?
6.
It's a roll off between you two.
Okay. So, it's one of us, Seth.
Yeah.
Yep.
I rolled a 3.
I bet on you too.
The budget.
Okay. It's okay. I'm winning
6.
a lot of money out of
5! I win!
What'd you roll? 6?
6.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't win. I didn't lose all
He
my
wins
money.
money.
So,
I bet on me the whole time.
number 3
We both came out ahead.
crossed the finish line twice first. So you're the overall victor. Anybody that bet on 2 gets your straight gold back
Oh, good. I didn't lose anything then.
for that.
So you're not mad at me?
So you get 3 times
Still
your,
mad.
your
No,
bet
no,
for,
that's
for
fine.
number
No,
3.
no.
So you get your 25 back. But then you also get 45 gold in addition.
Okay, was I supposed to remove gold when I made my bet?
Did you remove any ever?
No, I
So
didn't.
don't remove any. Just add 245
245
because
gold.
you made your shark bet.
So what's my winnings?
Omal, you're gonna win
And I always bet on me.
210. Seth, you're going to gain 40 because you lost 50, but then you gained 90, so you gained 40 gold.
Net positive. You
Yep.
almost got your money back.
Came on. Came
Alright.
out on top.
Tev's making it rain over here.
You
So-
got a lot of money. Dude, if you had bet that he would have never won a round.
That's true. Yeah. Oh, wow. That probably.
I only
would've-
gave you twice. If you had done every round, I would have given you 3 times.
Yeah, I would have won a lot of money.
Tim's rich.
It's blood money.
All right, so you activated my trap game.
Okay, so we
That's
did that.
fantastic.
Yeah.
that's pretty
Honestly, it would have worked out better had I not, if I wasn't so dumb.
Guys, I say we retire from adventuring and only do this.
So, as the king lost all 3 rounds, and
That was the main goal,
the king's
right?
neck, and you see almost the entire crowd booing, throwing their tickets down and stomping off. And as the crowd parts, you guys hear a familiar and you see a cart moving of its own volition.
The fucking blood cart.
It's not familiar to me.
Rolling through the crowds. And
Not the blood cart. It's the one that has the items on it.
if putting two and two together, the brochure was for the pills that kept you awake and kept you working and kept you going efficiently. And it makes sense that this is the district it will be going to because this is where all the gnomes and dwarves are just at work 24/7 building stuff for the Dwarven Kingdom.
Is Jeff on it? Did he find the cart?
If you'd like to make a perception check.
Let's go, boys. This gold is burning a hole in my pouch. Catch my drift.
Oh, shit. Okay, that's a 25.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
You do see a leather pouch. It's a different design, but you see a leather pouch.
I won't go look at it.
Okay, you go up to it and make an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm looking at the cart as well because this is new to Tev's eyes. He's never seen this.
So, 12.
He's very impressed by this cart.
Well,
And he
everybody
wants
give
to
me
see
your
the
cards.
contents.
Oh.
I'll separate them all later. But.
I'm so excited about my crossbow. Can't wait to use it next month.
Do you have the shield, Travis? Did I?
Yes, it's in. Well, I added
The
it to
third
my.
law?
Yeah.
You're
I added
totally
to
gonna
my
give it back
inventory.
too. To the guy.
Maybe.
It was a really good strong set, Caleb.
All right, so you walk up to it.
We'll see.
You're lawful good.
And
So I don't know what.
as it rolls up, you see the same pamphlet. If you want the pamphlet, I'll give you the pamphlet because it's got the same pamphlet from before. Anybody else that wants to look at it? I can put that.
Cooking crab.
So much work went into this.
Boom! All right, so you see a bag of pills that says Plan A, a bag of pills that says Plan B, and a bag of pills that says Plan C. You see that same hat that you guys saw before, the floppy leather hat that made you guys change into whatever, the hat of disguise. You see a necklace with 4 large white pearls on it. And you see a leather bag that is similar in design to Jeff, but there's different details on it. So it's still the dark blackish brown leather with red designs on it etched into it. And then you see the potions of healing. You see 2 regular potions of healing, 2 greater potions of healing, and 2 superior potions of healing.
How much money is the hat again?
1,000 gold.
It's a bitchin' hat though.
It is efficient.
And you know
It's
what?
Like the best hat.
What does the hat do? Tev doesn't know what the hat does. So Tev's gonna pick up the hat and try it on.
I'm gonna roll on the table of items and see what else is on there, because as it folds out, you see that it folds out a few extra things now that there's a large crowd. If I can find it.
Tev will put on the hat, and he's kind of wondering what the Lord Commander is up to. So he turns into the Lord Commander, if I'm remembering how this hat works right.
Yes.
All
Alright,
He
I
thinks of a
need
dwarf really quickly to turn into a dwarf.
I need
takes
Amal
the
to
hat
roll
off.
a D100 and
Wait.
Vixen to roll a D10.
So,
0 is 0 is 0 on the D100 and 0 is 10.
okay. Do you want me to roll a 10s for that, or do you only need the 10, 20, 30, 40, 50?
D10's fine.
Oh, I know. I was
Just tell me
asking,
what
do
number
you
you
want...
got.
I got 50. Do you want me to roll it to make it more precise?
No, he's rolled the D10 for that. So you got 50, and what'd you get?
8.
8? So
I
50.
rolled an 8 on the D10.
Wow. Okay. So there's also a belt with yellowy, orange, and red fire etched into it in designs.
Fucking bitchin'.
How much is the belt?
Jeez.
How much is the belt?
Just for aesthetics.
How much is the belt?
Do you know what the belt is?
Belt of
I'm gonna
fire
look
giant
at it.
strength.
It's the belt of championship.
The championship belt. I'm surprised we haven't made more WWE references.
I kind of dropped the Macho Man mostly because he just kind of has a gruff voice.
If it was the Macho Man,
Yeah.
you're more like this, brother.
Yeah.
So it says 3,000 gold on it.
Oh,
Fuck.
wow. Yeah, we don't have that.
It's a fire giant belt, isn't it?
What's on my
Fire
neck?
giant.
What's
Fire giant.
That's what's crawling on my neck.
That's a moth.
Okay.
You're good.
That's a snake.
It's a snake.
So, would Tev know if this hat is magical?
You can make an Arcana check if you want.
It's a hat that turns you into other people, so.
He has a shield that turns him into a bird.
21. I'm rolling ridiculous on intelligence-based checks.
So being so close to the Lord Commander, you kind of attuned yourself to finding heretical magical items, and you can feel the magic kind of pulse every time. Whenever you turned into the Lord Commander, you felt like a pulse through your body that was not
Heresy!
scientific.
No, he's going to set it down. Is there anything on the cart that appears non-magical?
The healing potions.
Hey, I'm just gonna rip this band-aid off for you real quick. Magic's like, it's not good, but honestly, too many people are dying about this shit, man.
I mean, and then it's just a white pearl necklace you see sitting there.
Yeah.
The only thing so far the only thing that seems magical to you is the fact. I mean, you don't know if the cart's magical. You don't see any gears in it.
Okay. I'll burn my
And the hat
magic
disguise.
detector.
Does
Okay.
anybody have
Like-
3,000 gold we can borrow?
Most of it
I
is
want
given
the
on
belt.
magic.
I want the
Almost
belt.
everything
need
except
the
for the
belt.
potions.
Just basically, okay, so the pearl necklace does too?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm too poor for the belt.
Tev's like, I know the Dominion is experimenting with this stuff, but I can't. I need time. This is the. How much are the potions?
So the regular potions are 50, the greater healing potions are 100, and the superior healing are 150.
Can I barter with the cart?
I'm trying to figure out how I can get a hold of
There's nobody there to barter with.
I didn't know if the cart was fancy.
I mean, you can attempt.
I have one power core. I've had this since the very first game.
You tried to barter a power core for
I'm
a
in the
belt?
Tinker District. They love this shit.
So
That's
the
a
second
fair
you
point.
pull that out, it starts pulsing. I mean, like, it's been pulsing this whole time, but when you pull it out, like, it's giving off light pulsing. And
Huzzah!
you...
I have a.
Only one person notices it as they look over, and they're like... and their eyes just, like, triple in size, and they run over. What is this?
Very expensive.
And we're gonna say...
Caleb Jeet has wares if you
Hey,
have.
hey, that's funny, because for his interactions, I just picked a random person on my list, and his interactions is curious. So you see a bald dwarf with slurring his words. Why is this?
What you got there, boy?
He's like, it's hard for him to speak because he's drooling so much as he stares at this device.
Well, one, it's a bit dangerous. Don't poke it yet. That would be bad, maybe.
Before we continue, are those dwarves or gnomes or dwarves, whoever we were rescued that put us up to the race, are they around anywhere?
Yeah, you can probably take him out of the crowd.
I'm gonna go do that.
Okay.
Do they work in the Tinker District?
You can see that they've kind of... I mean, you wouldn't know. They're all...
Okay,
Everybody
I'm
just
gonna go
watching.
find them and
Okay.
ask.
Tev's gonna buy both of the superior healing potions.
Okay.
That's 300 gold?
Yep. So you walk up to them, you see a group of about 5 gnomes, and they're dressed in the drab gray mining clothes. And you can see a shiny pin that has a hammer and what looks like maybe a screwdriver or something crossed over their armband.
Okay, I'm gonna make a performance or a charisma check, and I'm going to kind of introduce myself as the hero of.
Okay.
Kavach.
Do
Yep.
you? Yeah,
Go
it's
for it.
you.
Go
You
for it.
you guys remember me, right?
So make a charisma check.
Do the thing that I said I was going to do,
Please
and then
fail.
forgot
And
to
this
do.
will
Please
determine
Please.
what
Shut
they
the
have to
fuck up.
roll for their history checks to know who you are.
You want a dice tower? Nope.
Let's see. I think I have a +1. Yeah. So 17.
A couple of them have heard of you, and they're like, "Hey, it's you. Didn't you kill that big beast that was storming through the mountains a couple of years back?"
You fucking know it. So, how will you guys, one of yous, like to help out Big Hero Man?
They say, "Well, first off, we want to thank you for making the King's Neck lose all 3 rounds. That was amazing." And you see, like, several of them have, like, heaping piles of gold.
They got fat stacks.
Believe me. Fuck that guy. Happy I could help. But I need 1 or 2 of you. Preferably...
Or all of you.
Or, yeah, doesn't matter. Oh, that's true. I didn't think about that. Can you guys come in and give us a hand?
Well, sure.
We need a favor. So I walk them back to the cart.
Okay.
By the way, whoever I'm talking with, do they look like they are of means or they're just weird?
So he's kind of drooling over, but then he looks up at you and goes, "What is this?" "What is this?"
Well, keep this on the hush-hush. You know what? Screw it. I'm not even going to lie. This is an Imperial Dominion power core.
Power core. What does it do?
What doesn't it do?
Does it give me immense power?
I'm sure it can with the right application.
Do I eat it? What do I do?
No.
No.
Sorry.
Maybe once.
Make an intelligence check.
Do you eat it or can you?
You can eat anything if you try. 12.
So you would know that you would have to have something to hook it up to give power. And the way that the dwarves and the gnomes machinery works is they don't have like a power supply per se. Like they have like boilers and like they burn coal to do steam engines and stuff like that. And so they wouldn't know what to do with a battery, possibly.
Well, some of them are putting Empire tech on stuff.
Right. And so you'd have to find the right people that understood what that was. In fact, I'll give... Nope. He has no clue what to do with the power pack.
Yeah.
But he just sees it glowing, and it looks like something crazy powerful to him. How much do you want for it? You hear him kind of reaching into a pouch, jingling some coins.
Okay. So before you get ahead of yourself, little buddy, I want this belt.
And I point at the belt.
He looks at it and goes, 3,000 gold? Okay. I don't think I can trade you that belt. I don't exactly have 3,000 gold. How much are you short, mister?
2,600.
He says, tell you what. I might be able to get the money, but it won't be till tomorrow.
I can't guarantee you anything, my guy.
Or maybe later today. Wait, how long you gonna be here?
Oh, we're in town for a little bit.
Okay.
You don't know who owns this roly card magic, do you?
Yeah, that's Rilks Curios's cart. He owns Rilks Curios back in the market districts.
Wait, is that the place we went to?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we've been there.
Glitch tried on the hat there.
Yeah, that's right.
He brings us supplies since
F.
we don't ever get to leave here.
Well, I'm not sure if this little power core would help you much. Mine do, I think I need to go talk to Brill.
Okay. Well, if I get that belt for you, will you trade?
Oh, if you show up with the belt, you can have it.
Okay, mister. You got a deal.
I'm pretty easy to
He
find.
holds out his hand to shake.
I shake his tiny little hand.
Okay.
You know how much this thing weighs, right?
No. Can I hold it?
I put it down on the ground,
We'll find out.
Okay.
and I let him try to pick it up. It weighs 100 pounds.
He rolled really high on his strength check.
But he's real little.
Yeah.
And I'm faster than him.
Yeah.
No, okay. Yeah. So he tries to pick it up. And he gets it like a few inches off the ground. Oh, hey, mister, this is heavy.
Yes.
Good thing I'll need to come back later with your belt. I'll need to bring a cart.
Okay.
I pick it back up casually because I'm strong.
He marvels at you and wanders off.
At which point I show up, right?
Yeah.
With my motley crew.
Who are going to buy a belt?
No, I have another plan.
You buying the hat?
Okay.
Go, got a plan though. So I looked down at him. I was like, "So, all these pills here. You ever take them?"
We just got here yesterday. So they told us to look into these pills whenever they got here, but we ourselves have not taken them yet.
So you can't tell me about side effects then.
What we were explained is essentially when you're working on a project through the night, which is what a lot of us seem to be forced to do. We can't stop to sleep, so we take these pills to allow us to keep working.
Okay. Any of you guys ever take Plan B once?
We haven't taken any pills.
No. Okay. Sorry, I missed that. So I want you to get me a bunch of these Plan Bs and Plan A's and Plan C's because they get them free.
Oh!
I am the drug dealer of the realm now.
That's smart. I like that.
They kind of look at you guys like, well, I mean, we're fresh from Brecken. We haven't had to work any long nights, so we should be fine to work through a night or two without the aid of these pills.
Oh no, I'm sure you are, but I need some. And if you haven't noticed,
what I'm saying is that we might be able to give you our rations that we're allowed. Just come back later, and we'll give you the pills.
Okay.
Nice.
Now, the second thing I was going to ask about. You guys appear to be flush with cash. You care to help us restock a little bit?
What are you needing?
Can you tell me again what's on the cart?
There's a hat.
Yep.
There's a necklace.
The
there's my
hat,
What was
the
the
bead necklace.
what's the necklace do?
belt. We don't know.
It's a necklace with 4 large white beads. Or white pearls, sorry.
I can't do an Arcana check, can I?
We don't have the guy who can do that.
Nope. What else?
And then all the potions. And then the belt with the fire edge. And then the dark black leather satchel.
I pick up the leather set. How much is the cost of
There
the
was
leather
only
set?
one Jeff.
I know.
Tev is walking up on this conversation, by the way. He's just kind of listening.
I missed Jeff.
200 gold for the leather satchel.
And do we know what the leather satchel does?
We sure don't. We didn't know what the red satchel did.
Yep, we found out that Jeff was a living thing.
All right, so I'm gonna say I really need this bag.
Is that the bag that had flowers in it? I think Glitch looked at a bag that had flowers
You
in it.
have a bag
Oh,
of a handful of... Somebody did.
it was Glitch.
You don't anymore.
Yeah, go ahead, it's gone.
That was going to be a fun bag. I'm sad that you guys never used
I
it.
do like fun bags. So
No, it was... If they touched the ground, any pedal touched the ground, I rolled on a D100 chart, and a lot of crazy stuff could happen. A lot of stuff.
Oh.
Glitch just
Oh.
sprinkling flowers everywhere.
And you might escape
the
yet.
portal.
we get to the future and there's just flowers everywhere and all kinds of crazy shit, and then Glitch is up there like, join me, brother. Yeah,
So
so
just chilling with Gandalf.
so I want this bag, and
They're homies now.
So you would roll a D100, and here's an example. On a 2 to 10, a geyser erupts and sprouts water, beer, berry juice, tea, vinegar, wine, or oil. DM's choice, 30 feet into the air. 1d6 plus 6 shriekers sprout. See the monster manual. A fruit tree grows.
A nest of eggs springs up. A pyramid with a 60-foot square base bursts upward. Inside is a sarcophagus containing a mummy lord. A giant beanstalk sprouts grow into the height of the DM's choice. Top leads to where the DM chooses. Such is a great view, a cloud giant's castle, or a different plane of existence.
What the fuck?
You could escape.
A giant beanstalk grows out of the ground and
It could
climbs
to another plane of existence. You could escape.
Okay.
And Gandalf follows him.
What do you know? You like Gandalf out. It's everything. It's a win-win.
Alright, so, well, it's the DM's choice where it goes. But anyways, so...
It would be worse.
Well, that's
It'd just
gone.
be worse.
So,
No, we'd have a
I want this bag. Long story
200,
short.
200 gold.
Yeah, so I look down at my little buddies and go, little flush, you guys got a little more money
You
than
don't
me.
have any gold?
Yes, I have gold, but I don't want to use it.
Okay, make a persuasion check.
Yeah, forgive our elf friend.
I like that you could.
13.
He's flush with cash, but he's prone to not give up his beggar ways.
So, you can make it with advantage. You failed that one. You can make it with advantage. Try a second time for the couple that you kind of...
I want to make
Made
sure my
happy
persuasion
with-
is indeed 1.
I was attempting to make it disadvantage.
What'd you do?
I said, forgive our elf friend. He's
19.
flush with cash, but he is having a hard time giving up his beggar ways.
You know, I believe the
Make
word
a-
you're looking
make
for.
Make a deception check here.
Okay, that's. I'm not proficient in it, but I think that's still pretty high. I just gotta find it. That'd be 22.
Yeah, you lost your
But hold on, I figured because I'm a folk hero in the realm, he would have to roll that at.
that's
disadvantage.
why you didn't roll at disadvantage. You had
Oh, I
to
rolled at
straight roll.
advantage. So that was a straight roll.
Yeah.
Fuck.
They say, well, we're kind of trying to mount a resistance against the Dwarven Kingdom here, but I can probably give you 100 gold, seeing as how we just won about $5,000.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That's perfectly acceptable.
Okay, so they hand you 100 gold, and they say, and we wouldn't have won this without you guys anyway. So they hand you 100 gold, and then they wander off.
Appreciate it.
So you're buying the bag.
Yep.
So at this moment, you hear a loud clanking, shifting, shuffling noise as the gates to the outer ring, outer travel ring, which is south of you guys, start to open. And rolling through it, you see what you two would recognize as the wreckage of the airship that you guys destroyed in Brecken, being rolled in, flanked by... It's being drawn by about 5 mechs, gnomish mechs, that are just there for industrial purposes. They don't have any weapons on them. But on either side of the ship, you see a steam-powered tank with 2 mechs on both sides and about 4 guards on foot walking, flanking it on each side. And as it rolls up the street, you see the southeast corner district of the Tinker District has its own set of large walls about 40-50 feet tall, and its gates open, and it turns and rolls into that area.
You know, I heard of a dwarven airship that went missing. I'm guessing that would be it.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't go missing, and we crashed it.
It was you.
Well, kind of. It's complicated. It was actually that bitch who's kind of over there in the middle tower or whatever, but
And
we were flying it.
You see a lot of gnomes and dwarves looking around. What happened to the airship? Those airships are supposed to be indestructible. I saw it kill a dragon once. Those things,
Oh man, I'm glad Dolores isn't here.
those things, just... What happened to it? And you see kind of a few of them kind of wandering closer to the gates that it went through, and as it gets close, you see a few of the guards pushing them back. Nothing to see here. Get back to work.
You remember when I said I flew an airship once?
Oh.
I think you landed an
Oh.
airship.
Oh. Well, the elf said he helped you. I'm guessing this was mostly his fault. Don't trust their kind with technology. They refuse the ways of the technology.
I don't even have a response. I can't think of something good.
I don't even think they're capable of it. I'm surprised Elfie Boy here has actually figured out how to use the comms. This is all going directly into the comms.
I get into the comms and I said, yeah, Elfie Boy can fucking hear you too.
Okay.
You and me are gonna get along great.
Marge glances at the airship and goes, "What is that?"
A very fun time.
And she says, "Let me get this straight. Your group brought down the Dwarven airship, which rivals a lot of the ships that the Dominion have right now with how powerful they are."
Kinda. More that we bordered it, took over it, and then, like we kind of said, a certain goddess might have kind of mostly destroyed it while we were killing all of her guard, including General Tullius, a big demon bastard.
She says, I'm impressed with you all. You all, I didn't expect to come across such a well put together crew here."
Masters of improv.
My kind of troop.
And then you look at me and say,
Yeah, well,
She says, did you guys take any notes on how it worked?
how what worked?
The airship. The Dominions have been dying to get a look at it.
You know what?
No.
No, we have a pretty good idea. Man who's wearing a shirt made of it.
He's not.
I
Oh wait, yeah, you're wearing.
I am. I'm wearing a dragon heart.
She says, "I'd love to get a look at it. Do you think you guys could get me in there?"
I start taking off my shirt super fast. No.
Not in your shirt.
Sorry. Yeah. No. Yeah. My bad. It's been a while.
Those airships are powered.
I swear to God, this never happens to me. It's just that you're so pretty.
I'm very curious about this myself because all my investigations have led to, this attack came from the Dwarven territory. The attack on the Dominion, and so I'm curious as to where all this powerful technology is sort of falling into their laps or being actively stolen from us. Maybe there's some kind of hint here.
She looks at you and says, it was top secret what we were doing in the fantasy kingdom there, in the magic kingdom. But what we're investigating is that in the Forbidden Forest, we were getting levels of mutation that shouldn't have been happening yet in this time period. So we went out and checked it out and found extreme mutations there, causing mutants to spring up. So we thought that was the source of the power and the evil going on. And we were about to put all of our efforts in that direction. But now that you're telling me that it also happened at the Capitol, there's nothing there. There's no evidence that should have showed that it should have, which means it's coming from a central location. And now that I've seen the Foundry District with the crazy radiation coming from the portals, I'm starting to think that all signs are pointing to this area of the world.
I found lots of radiation here. There's also the mining district. There's another source of this that we need to get in there.
Lady Mister is amassing technology from presumably us, and they're also harnessing magic.
I got to see the Foundry District firsthand. Can you show me this airship so that I can take some readings on it as well?
It might be difficult given I'm like 7 feet tall, a turtle, but
I have ways of sneaking around, but that only works on, I guess, me or one other person. But only one.
There's gnomes and dwarves just intermingling in the crowd with you guys.
I can tell you that those ships are powered by the hearts of dragons.
I kind of put my arms around my shirt.
She says, the hearts of dragons. You know, we were getting readings that or reports that from the Dragon Kingdom, that the Dragon Island, that some of the dragons were going missing. We were a little curious about that, but if you're saying they're missing and their hearts are in these ships, and now we're finding portals with radiation coming out of it with these strange mutants that seem to only be happening to the guards. So you'd think that if it was a widespread thing that everybody would be getting affected. But it seems like only the guards are the ones that are being mutated. Like it's targeted here.
They're building an army.
I know that to be a Queen's Guard, you have to serve in the Foundry District. So it seems like they're exposing them intentionally to the radiation to mutate them.
All right, well, I think you guys have more experience with this than me, so I'll let you take point on what we do.
We can go investigate the ship. I'm sure we missed something out of there, but it's going to be heavily guarded. That won't be easy.
I do have an idea. So, in my investigations, I came across a group of soldiers in the military district who were not dwarves. They were a military unit made up of every other kind of race you could think of, but not dwarves. And I actually kind of infiltrated them for a little while. We could go by the military district. I could try and find the ones I was talking to and ask them for a uniform and see if I could sign you guys up. And we could maybe move around in the guise of being military.
Have I ever seen one of those uniforms at all? Did we see any of these people?
When you were in the military district for your fight night, you would have seen a few walking around, and you would have heard Telltale about it.
Okay, technically this doesn't count as a disguise, but I now look like I'm wearing one of the uniforms, but it doesn't do anything because that's not a disguise.
Ooh, impressive.
It doesn't hold up.
You'd think it would, but you know.
Well, like I said, I thought about maybe traveling to a military district, and I thought about doing that anyway to see if we could sneak into the mining district, because that's where they're keeping all the prisoners that they're taking from other lands. I figured we could look for help there. I have a feeling they don't have the Lord Commander there because he's such a high-profile prisoner. I would guess he's in the castle.
Yeah, he's definitely in the dungeon of the castle. I didn't realize they'd managed to capture the High Commander.
I told you that.
I know, before you got here.
Oh. Glitch told everyone that too, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah. Glitch messaged the High Commander at one point.
Oh, I didn't realize
And
he
he
was
said,
in prison.
"Help me."
I had forgotten about that.
I knew he said help me. I just didn't know what happened to him. Oh, he's been there for a while.
It's been a couple weeks, I think, since the attack on the Capitol.
Yeah, Glitch. Let's see, it's been 4 or 5 days ago.
Because it was like
But
right
he
after the
messaged-
lighthouse, or yeah, it was after the lighthouse that the sirens at the Capitol.
It was before the lighthouse.
Before the lighthouse.
Right, so that's when it happened, but the party and Glitch has known for about 4 or 5 days.
All right, I gotta be so. I put forward my plan. You guys can take it over.
It's a good plan, I think.
That's a good plan.
Be a good way to potentially get into the castle too.
Mm-hmm.
I just say we go up and kill the bitch. Let's just go.
I'm ready. I'm angry. I miss my buddy.
Who walked through a portal
And left us for a guy who's mean to me.
But he's really nice to me.
Fucking mean to me.
Earn his trust.
So, as you guys are talking, those gnomes from Brecken walk up to you, Vixen, and you're given. Wow, that was a very bad roll. 6 plan A's. And 7 plan B's.
How would I enter this? Just
Good question.
extras? Manage extras?
I'd probably have to make something up.
Okay.
So 6 plan A, 7 plan B's.
6 plan.
Any plan C's?
They say you have to specifically request the plan C's. Between the group of them, they were able to get 1 plan C.
I thought of some additional concerns with my plan. I should mention that there is a group that was aware of my presence the entire time that I was investigating the Capitol. Some person who changed into an owl, much like I did, and another group of people whizzing around on zip lines. And they chased me into the Foundry District. I also saw these zipline people in a training area using zip lines to take down mechs.
Is this Attack on Titan? How to build a gear?
This is Attack on Titan.
He sent me the description of what was happening. I'm like, okay, I'll make note of the Attack on Titan area.
Which is funny.
Insert the theme.
Which is funny because Matt Mercer's primarily known for D&D right now. And he's in that show.
Is he? Who's he in?
He's one of the main characters in that show. I can't remember.
He's like all of them. He's every voice.
Probably.
In the whole show.
And the sound effects for the Titans.
He plays
I've never seen
Fickrel, the fanatic on Destiny 2, and it's the most inhuman shit I've ever heard. What was it? Attack.
Yeah, I told you guys everything last quarter, but I left out the Attack on Titan crew.
So poor
The scouts that were chasing me.
I remember you saying that now. The scouts that were chasing? No way, that was a different time.
I didn't mention it.
That was a different.
You
That
just
was
got
a.
shot down.
I'm remembering a
Move
different
on.
thing.
Mike gave a brief description of being.
Says he plays
chased,
Levi.
but that was about it.
Oh, Levi's like the main good guy that does like all the crazy flips and has the power and stuff. That's weird that he's Levi. I would never have guessed that.
Yep. He announced on Twitter, March 12, 2014, happy to announce my involvement in the English dub of Attack on Titan as Levi.
Which, that makes sense. I don't ever listen to English dub. That's why I only ever listen to the subtitles.
I had no idea that he could speak Japanese.
Yeah.
He probably does.
That's
If
just
anybody
that's just
would.
like Travis
those.
Will whatever his last name is. He does a bunch of voices, but I don't ever listen to any of the dubs, so I wouldn't recognize what he does.
I love Travis Willingham's all his deep, gruff Western voices that he does and all that.
He's so good. And Laura Bailey pulls off like every character I hear her do, I'm just like, man, I know it's her, but like, it doesn't sound like her. She has so much range.
Now that I've mentioned this group, do I get the feeling that we're being watched right now? Like I had that feeling before.
Make a perception check.
Can I smell that they're watching me? Okay, so my perception would be a 21.
Make a history check.
A history check.
Historicity.
26.
Wow.
I'm very good at history.
They're right behind you right now.
So you would get trace hints of it in the air. Like you would smell that.
I was joking about smelling it. That was a joke.
That's why I
didn't
gave you the
roll.
history check to see if you remembered the smell of them.
Oh.
Yeah, congratulations. That's part of your thing
Well,
now.
then I'll roll an advantage to
is
see if
part
it's
of your-
higher. It was not. Okay.
I was going to say, it's part of your thing now, bud.
But it's you feel it coming from like between the buildings, like from the rooftops is what you would smell. It doesn't smell like they there's no traces of smell down there with everybody else.
So I'll start looking up around the rooftops to see if I see anything.
Follow your nose. Follow your nose. I'm implying that you're going to become a Fruity Loops toucan.
I kind of have the feeling we're being watched right now. Like I can almost taste it. It's kind of like a smell that kind of moves its way down the back of your throat.
This is the last one left. Is this something you want?
It's a smelly smell.
Matt Mercer did a quick cameo in American Dad.
Oh, that's literally new. Is it a smelly smell?
And he wasn't aware of it. He wasn't even aware of it.
All right, what
They
are we
just
doing?
put him in there.
Smelly smell. A smelly smell.
What are we doing here, guys?
I like your plan.
Okay, there's just a chance we get attacked by zipline guys at some point, but apparently they're going to follow us around everywhere anyway, so...
And they will very quickly what a clothesline feels like.
They're not. You don't know they're watching you. You get their sense. Their
Okay.
sense. The two that were chasing you have been to this area recently.
Gotcha. Well, there's a chance we run into them, but that's probably something that's going to happen anyway. They're probably a presence in the city that we just don't notice that much.
If we don't run into them, they'll run into us.
There's my minis I printed for them.
So are we making
Just
our
in
way
case
to
you're wondering if it's Attack on Titan themed or not.
the military district? Were they dwarves?
It's 100% Attack on Titan.
Were they
people.
dwarves that were ziplining around? Okay, I didn't know if I could tell that or not.
Attack on Titan dwarves.
They've even got the
Have you
swords.
seen Attack on Titan, like the chibi version?
They've even got the
What's
Yeah.
it called? Junior High or whatever it's called?
Nope.
That's what it kind of reminds me.
That is
You've
one of
got
the weirdest
swords.
animes that I have not gotten past 4 episodes on.
And they've got the jump pack on, or the OD.
I know
it's called.
I know
on
it's
their back.
good and everyone
High
loves it,
mobility gear.
but I haven't
Or
watched it
whatever.
yet.
Yeah, because
Advanced
surprisingly,
mobility.
somebody designed all the equipment, and those designs are already out there. So I just took them and spliced them onto my dwarfs.
Love it.
Okay.
If they
well,
curled into a ball, it'd be literally cannonballs.
Alright guys, it's
So dense.
9:17.
I guess if we're heading towards the military district, we better start walking.
All right.
Right
So do you
home.
want to attempt to
Right
go
home.
anywhere before you guys end, or you're just going to leave it at that?
Well, I don't think we need to take a long rest. I've only used 1 spell slot. Plus, I got all these
But
I
spells.
just
you're
want to
gonna
note
use-
that a man is going to apparently buy or steal me a belt.
Yeah, you need to. So you've got several different directions you can go here.
I would.
We could short rest? No.
Yeah,
Maybe
you
we
can
could
take
go back to
you
a
can take a
place
short
and-
rest if you guys want. But you've got the gates that go to the inner travel circle, the gates that go to the outer travel circle, and then the gates that go between the districts. One goes to the construction district, and one goes back to the foundry district. I highly suggest everybody go to the foundry district. And
It's back.
Is the little gnome friend that wants to buy the power core for unknown reasons, is he still around?
make a perception check.
Oh, 3, so 9.
You do not see
Right.
him.
9.
Well, if we rest for a little bit, you could play with your new crossbow and figure that out.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking to me? You talking to me now? Okay.
Well, I figure you need the most guidance out of all of us.
Yeah, sure.
You could learn how to use that thing you got.
No, I speak English. You can stop with the.
I wasn't sure. It's common, by the way. Thank you. I could get back
What's in
my.
English?
It's canon.
I could get back my focus on my inspiration, feel inspired, so that I can inspire others.
You are very inspiring.
I
Isn't he
appreciate
though?
that. I could regain. I don't know, I'm a little bit banged up. I've got a small bruise from earlier. I could use some rest. I could work on my insults for you.
You know what?
In character, you only use cutting words on Vixen.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh no!
Even if it murders us.
But before,
Would it be
before
worth
we
it?
take this short rest, I'm gonna say, you know, I just met you, but you strike me as the type that maybe maybe your mother claims that she has a tattoo that says loyalty in Dwarven, but it actually says egg roll in Halfling. That's gonna be vicious mockery.
Oh, he's doing damage to you. Psychic damage.
How do you know?
I am really sensitive about my mom.
Yeah.
You have to make a wisdom save. Sorry, wisdom save.
I have no idea what my saving throw is on that.
You guys don't know his family history, do you?
Uh-oh.
Nope.
He definitely doesn't. Uh-oh.
There they are.
All I know about Vixians, he's really upset about his dad.
And glitch. Some.
Yeah. There's going to be a fight.
That is a 11.
Yeah, that's a fail.
What does that do to me?
Psychic damage.
So I rolled pretty high too. You take 11 psychic damage.
Fuck.
And if you make, let's see, disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes before the next time. So if you try and hit me back in the next 6 seconds, it's a disadvantage.
So I'm gonna stand there for 7 seconds.
Deliberating.
I'm gonna hold my attack.
6 seconds.
Yep, and I'm gonna walk up to him, and I'm gonna get really close to him.
You wouldn't know that.
Well, no. I'm not planning it like that. I'm not gonna go just walk up and attack you. I walk up to him, and I get close. I have my hand, close to where my scimitar is, and I say, "What the fuck was that?"
You heard what I said.
See, I thought I might have, and I don't know how much time has passed because I'm just like, I guess I would just go ahead and attack because I'm not thinking about it. I wanted to give time. No, I wanted to give time for you to say something back to me. So I guess with disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
Are you hitting me with the sword?
No, not quite. I'm gonna pull it out and I'm gonna grab a hold of your trunk and I'm gonna put it right underneath it. So would that be a grapple?
Yeah.
You're grappling with an elephant.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean that they're strong. I mean, there's different races that are large.
I don't know. Maybe he's got a pressure point around his trunk.
I'm not even going to contest it. I'll just let it happen.
Okay. So I wasn't ready for you. I wasn't ready for you to just let it happen.
What are you going to do?
I said that all depends on what you say next.
We really doing this, huh?
I said that all depends on what you say next. Say one more thing about my fucking mom.
You're a half elf, right?
Yeah.
Well, I guess your mom or your dad was an elf. Your mother was a crack whore.
I'm not used to this. Oh man. Oh, what would he do though? What would he do?
You're gonna get really unintelligible, but still distinctly from Jersey.
If this is 6 seconds later, that'll be vicious mockery again.
Oh, would it be? I have no idea.
He kind of wants your head to be a little bit spinny right now. So if you're,
So do I need to make another wisdom save?
I don't know. I don't know how the DM wants to say this is happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I wasn't expecting
We
this.
need a referee here.
So, did you cast vicious mockery on him again?
It depends. If this has been he grappled me, so I don't know if this is 6 seconds later. Then he would do that as vicious mockery to try and keep his head spinny.
Yeah.
If it hasn't been, then he'll just just let it happen.
Something about the strong said voice of what you gonna do?
Turns back and forth.
I know.
So you said your thing. He grabbed you, and then you would say it again.
I said another thing.
Yeah. So it would essentially be cast again.
Okay. That'd be another wisdom save then.
Seth, make a wisdom save.
Okay.
This is.
I failed.
You
I failed 6.
Oh god.
So
I hope I roll all ones on this. I mean,
Yeah, this is
I'll do it. I'll do it on there. I roll worse on digital dice. Okay, that was average. So 6 psychic Psychic damage.
Psychic.
Fucking psychage.
Psychic, bro.
You're getting psyched out. Psychic damage.
Okay, so my head is spinning, right?
Yeah. You have disadvantage if you attack.
So at this point, you know, I've still got you held.
Although you're grappling me, so I think that makes it straight roll.
Yep.
That's true. At this point, I've got you held, and I look at Amal.
Who's looking at both of you just like, fucking really?
It's okay. We're about to take a short rest.
Yeah.
I want you both to make a wisdom save.
Both of us?
Yes.
Well, given my fucking track record,
That'd be 10.
that's a natural goddamn 1 for a 3.
Both of your bodies lock up,
Marge.
and Marge steps up. She just casts Hold Person on both of you.
I'm really glad you did that because I was gonna cut his trunk off.
He needs that too.
I know.
And
It'll grow back after a long rest.
Piccolo?
and she says, "Look around." And there are dwarves and gnomes just everywhere, just in a big, because we're in the middle of a crowd. They're all just staring at you. And she says, "We're trying to not be found by the Dwarven Kingdom, or by anybody else at that matter. We're not supposed to be here. We're supposed to be ghosts, and you're screaming, and you tower over everybody. So anybody in this whole district just has to look in your direction, and they will see 2 giants towering over everybody else fighting each other. We need to stop and get moving."
That's fair. Didn't know he had such thin skin.
Cut him.
As
Do it
I
again.
Do it again.
It'd be a disadvantage though because she did the wisdom save.
I can't. We can't actually do anything. We're in hold person right now.
God damn it, you're right.
We're paralyzed. I don't even know if we can talk right now.
Can we talk?
I'm glad you did that, Marge, because I was about to have to go up and rat.
Paralyzed.
Turtle
I
man.
don't know if you can talk or not.
I wouldn't think that paralyzed can.
I don't think we'd be able to do verbal because.
Incapacitated and he can't move or speak.
Yep, we can't speak, so I can't even say anything.
And so she looks at you and says, Are we going to calm down and get out of here so none of us die here? Or are we going to sit here and argue?
Can I blink?
And she kind of releases a little so you can at least move your head there.
Okay, and I'll repeat. You're right, I'm sorry. Didn't know you had such thin skin.
And
Listen, the only one with really thin skin is that guy that I fed that punch earlier.
Jeez.
I chuckle and I say, "Fine." And I'm waiting on her to release.
And she just kind of snaps her finger, and you guys get your movement back.
I make sure to poke him a little bit with the scimitar as I put it away. Whoops, my bad.
All right, which direction are we going to go?
We're going to take a breather to do a short rest after all that, and then head off towards. Were we doing the military district thing?
I guess was the military district where they took the ship? Or,
No, the ship is there in the Tinker District.
Okay.
I was planning on going to the military district to get us uniforms to perhaps allow us to move
Okay,
more
that's right.
freely,
That's what we're doing then.
because maybe they would let us in to see that.
Yes.
But I
Well,
don't
they
know
have
that.
uniforms that fit us. We'll find out.
They'll probably have a tailor. I don't know.
I mean, he was allowed in, and he's the biggest one of the group.
True.
I also didn't bother to get a uniform while I was there, so
But that never came up.
that never came up.
How are we going to make you a uniform? In fact, that's probably why you don't have one, is because they were adding material to make one large enough for you.
Okay, so yeah,
But I was more so meaning, which direction are you taking to get out of the Tinker District?
can we see the map?
The map.
On the map.
I'm the map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
So here is the Tinker District. You guys are right here.
I much prefer.
You started here. You went to the race district. You're
Jeff.
right here. The ship is in here. You can go to the Foundry District, the Construction District, the Inner Travel Circle, and the Outer Travel Circle.
I miss Jeff.
So what's the difference between the inner and outer again?
So the outer
outside
is
versus
the
inside.
general public travel. Means
Okay.
like everybody takes that. The inner, you usually have to have a special pass to get into it because
Gotcha.
you wouldn't know, but everybody else had to be basically chaperoned by the people from the Fight Club to get there.
Gotcha. So,
And you're right here. The military district is right here.
but would I know that? I guess I never really went around the inner, so I wouldn't know the difference between the two. So I'd have to rely on you guys to.
Well, I mean, you went to the castle area. You would have seen as you were flying. You could make a general assumption that there's hardly anybody in the inner travel ring.
All
But
right.
as you flew in over the outer, it was jam packed with carts and people.
So there's more traffic on the outer, so we should probably stick to the outer.
Agreed.
Yeah.
All right. So you're heading to the outer travel ring.
Mm-hmm. Are we? Can we take the short rest now?
Yeah. Go ahead and take a short rest.
So while we do a
That's
rest,
fine.
I'll set my shield down and kind of tap to where it'll give a little bit of a beat and play a flute. And anyone who expends 1 healing dice can also take a free D8.
I don't think anybody got hurt other than.
Except for
Yeah.
So I'm giving you a free D8 to heal yourself. This is Song of Healing, and I'll expend a dice.
You got shot by that arrow.
Yeah, I've taken 2 damage, but if I expend 1 dice and that Song of Rest, then I automatically get that 2 back, even if I roll both ones.
Your song
So
of
do I
healing is
just-
canonically the Majora's Mask one, right?
Do I just roll my for a healing thing? Do I just roll whatever my healing dice is, or my
It's
It's
if you
different
go
for
up
each
to
class, right?
short rest. If you tap your profile picture again,
Yeah, because they hide that one.
you
Oh, there it is. 1 D10 plus 3.
yeah, and you can use as many as you
There's
want,
only
and you
three-
get a free
three
D8
songs I
from my
remember.
Song of Rest.
Okay, that's right. So
I got all the songs, but I watched all the speed runs.
D10 plus 3. And
Well, I mean, those are
a
the ones I
D8.
remember.
Oh, I know. I'm saying like I still watch like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask crap like every day.
Ooh, that's really good. Yeah, I'm full health now. Plus the D8. Nice. I rolled an 8 on the D10 and a 7 on the D8.
Nice.
Still didn't fully recover.
Yeah, you
You
would
got
go for
11
it.
and 6, so
Well,
you took 17 damage.
He also gets his con modifier
Right.
with his
Oh, so yeah, he's good.
with his class die, not with mine, I don't think.
Yeah.
Constitution plus 3, so you would get 18 health
18.
back.
Yeah, so yeah.
You did it.
And that's just using 1 health dice, so that's pretty good.
And I get all my bardic inspirations back.
You beat the crap out of him just by insulting his mom.
Yeah. He picked the one thing because, like, my mom got sick and died and I had to fucking bury her. I was 10. Yeah. My dad came back to find me sitting on her grave. I told you that shit was dark.
Tev likes to lead with mother insults because, there's
Because
like
they
a
don't
50
seem like it'd be that insulting.
there's like a 50-50 chance that someone just has a sore spot towards the mom.
Boy, you hit it. Boy, it was hard for me personally not to take it personal. Like, that's me. And I'm just like, he doesn't know. Travis doesn't probably even know.
I don't think
I
we
didn't know
ever
your
told us that.
backstory. Yeah,
We knew you had daddy issues. That's about it.
I've been working on insults
There's
for
the
everyone.
tank you guys saw.
Just in case that situation arose.
Right next to the airfield.
Dude, I didn't expect to get a roleplay. I was literally ready to cut your fucking face off. That's awesome.
Ah! Sorry, I had to yell because you broke your house.
Oh, man.
And I realized the mic's still on, probably.
It is.
Feed window.
Did you say feet window?
Who?